Okay, welcome to the General Han Solo versus Ken Hovind debate after show on the Genesis Flood. Was it local or global? I still have no idea. Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, it was definitely not global. Ergo, it was either local. It didn't happen. That's my position. I don't think I was swayed either way, but it was what I watched of it was a pretty interesting debate. I watched the last maybe 40 minutes or so, but General isn't feeling too well, so he's not going to stick around too much. But we got him in here. We got Frank, we got Pew, we got MP, we got Richard, we got Mutable, we got Blue. So the link is out there if you want to join us in the Great Debate community. Go get it, and then you're welcome to come in if you know how to find the link. Anyways, General, you still there? Or did you get some water? I think you're going to get some water. Yeah, you went to go get some water. So
I'm getting water.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, go do what you got to do. We'll keep ourselves entertained. Did anybody think anybody got swayed either way on this debate though?
No, it was too much of a cluster F. Right? Like there was too many.
It's a lot of info, huh?
Yeah. It wasn't like bad. It wasn't like it wasn't like anybody failed at presenting what they needed to present. It's just that there wasn't enough. Like it didn't feel like it was a dialogue. Like, I mean, debates aren't dialogues, but it didn't have enough interaction. That's a better word. So it just kind of felt like two different presentations at first for two different views, and then the rebuttals were just kind of commentaries on the other person's things, but it didn't feel like there was much of an interaction. So, yeah.
And did you think though that the average person isn't really going to know these specific arguments on this one way or another? Yeah, I mean, I understand he's making an argument from technical papers. I mean, obviously, General does have research papers that he uses for this, right? It's not just pulled out of his, proverbial butt. But I mean, do you think it's something that the average person is going to go, okay, I know enough about this to go, yeah, this makes sense to me? Yeah, I don't think so either.
I don't think if the average person came in, unfortunately, I feel that they'd be more swayed by Kent's rhetoric. But
to a degree, because rhetoric tends to win out.
You don't think much of the average person. You don't think much of the average person to say that.
Well, no, the average person, if they're going to evaluate the debate, the average person is also going to trust the scientific community more. They're not going to.
I just think that a straightforward reading of the text talks about a global flood. I think that
I don't think it really does. I do agree with General on that. I do think that the flood, even in the Bible, isn't really global. I think it really does mention, that they're talking about their world as they know it, their local.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but that's
area.
the world that they know.
Yeah, that's what I mean. A global flood.
You're assuming that they did get this through divine inspiration because to them there really was a Mount Everest. There wasn't a Mount Everest to them. I mean, so even if it was an actual event, the writer of the text thought it was covering the whole globe. I mean, you're assuming that they were understanding it was local.
Yeah, I don't think I actually agree with that though.
Huh? Okay.
Yeah, I think that they do know it was localized flooding. I mean, they would know. I mean, clearly, if it was a global flood, more people in the entire world would have known this. So that didn't happen. We have records going back in the Chinese, going 10, 15,000 years, and none of it shows anything to do with a flood. They would have recorded such a thing.
Well, there was no flood. I mean, I don't even think there was a local flood. I think this is an ancient story that has been passed down and
reiterated and changed.
Right. So there was no real flood. I'm just saying that when they wrote it into the text, just like every other text that has a flood in that area, it was a global flood.
I don't think they looked at it that way. I think they probably still recognized in that area, in the Mesopotamian area, that they probably was just local.
So you think even the other, like when you read it in other Mediterranean texts, that they also
that might have been. It's possible. It's possible. I don't know, honestly. I haven't really looked at it that detail. But I will tell you, I think General actually did the best when he got away from the technical stuff and just got into the real simple to understand stuff. Like, hey, Kent, how come you don't take into account the Hebrew?
Oh yeah, that was ridiculous. That was gross.
Yeah, that was surprising, right?
That was so bad.
That's a good point.
I mean, he has to go by the King James only, right? I mean, there's reasons why he does this, and I think it mitigates his obligation to address certain questions dealing with the Greek Septuagint or the Latin Vulgates or the Hebrew. He doesn't have to deal with any of that by just saying, well, we're just going to be using the King James, right?
Yeah. Well, does he also think that other languages don't have, like in Spanish, do people who speak Spanish not have the correct Bible? I mean, can only English speakers have the correct interpretation? That's silly.
How can you have the correct Bible if it's the King James version? They sort of just handed the Bible and said, hey, my Lord, what do you like? I like this. Okay, well, that's staying in. That's the King James right there.
Yeah, it was just
he picked and choose. He picked and chose what he wanted.
Yeah, so you're literally looking at the most cherry-picked book out there.
Yeah, as far as I know from talking to scholars, I think they think that the King James is probably one of the worst of the translations.
Well, they think it's, in my opinion, from what I've read, they think it's a decent translation. It's just antiquated English. The Greek text and the Hebrew text that they had at hand weren't the best and oldest anymore. We have better. And
yeah, I don't say it's horrible. It's just there are better according to what I've heard.
Right. Yeah. I totally agree.
Okay. But like I said, I think he has to stick with the King James only for his narrative.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's almost like Black Hebrew Israelites, where they need that one Bible, because if they do go to the Greek and Hebrew, it screws up their whole narrative.
Yeah, I agree. I think you're right on that.
I think it's just he's 60 years too deep, and he doesn't want to give it up.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he can't give it up. This is his entire livelihood and premise.
Yeah, 60 years too deep.
Yeah, he's not going to change that. The goals of the debates are not to change Ken Hovind's mind. That's never going to happen.
No.
That's not even.
I mean,
a formal debate.
If I was 60 years old and I had given about $2 million in communal, I would want to kill myself if I converted.
Yeah, I don't think he. See, I don't want to say this for certainty, but I'm not even sure if he believes any of this anymore. I honestly don't know. It's really hard to tell. It really is hard to tell. If
he's so disrespectful and mean that I think he does. I think that. I mean, he's just so. He's such an, I hate to say it, I'm just an asshole. I mean, why be like that if you don't think you have the truth?
I can go either way on it. I would be willing to look at the evidence and go either way. I can't read the guy's mind, right? So I can't say he doesn't actually believe this stuff. I think he probably believes it more likely than Eric. I don't think Eric believes this at all. I just don't. But again, I can't be a mind reader, and these are not knowledge claims. These are just my personal takes on it, my own belief, right? I could be swayed on it. But regardless whether he believes it or not, his whole, like I said, his whole livelihood is dependent upon this. He can't just give it up, even if he was demonstrated to be wrong. Even if I actually believe if Jesus himself came down and said, "Look, Kent, this isn't true. You got it wrong, man," he would be like, "No, Jesus, you're not right. Let me explain to you why you're not right. Here's the King James only Bible."
I can imagine Jesus picking up the KJV and being like, "What the fuck? Where'd you get this?"
I said,
"Dad, come look at this."
Dad, come look at this. Dad, see what they did. What do you think, Richard? Richard, you were in the entire debate, so let me ask you.
Boy.
How
my father.
How'd you think it went there, Richard?
I thought it went pretty well. There were some times when I didn't think Ken really understood what Robert was saying. I did kind of. I do think that if we do a part 2, then we should, since we kind of laid the groundwork, we should do more of a discussion period where we can really get into these things, because Ken seemed to have trouble following along with Robert's presentation and taking notes and everything. So I thought overall, I thought it went pretty well. Robert was able to lay out his case and respond to everything Ken was saying, but Ken just didn't. I don't think he understood. Even he would deny that, but I don't think he understood what Robert was saying. Like when we were talking about the whole Earth, like in Genesis 7:19, he didn't really. I didn't think he understood the whole Earth-land distinction there. Like,
what do you think? What do you think happens when Kent doesn't understand something? Do you notice the pattern when he reaches the point where he's reached his epistemic limit? What do you notice certain traits that he does?
Yeah. Okay. So Ken has a few one-liners that he has buried away, and when he doesn't get it, he'll pull out one of those lines and just recite it.
Exactly.
The topic thing, right? Like,
yeah, and he'll get a little bit more pejorative, a little bit more ad hom, a little bit more aggressive.
I agree with that. Like, there are points where he starts saying he'll do some undercut things, but like with this specifically with regards to the topic thing, I question whether or not that's a fair accusation. Like, again, there was a whole bunch of points being met, and Ken, he's making a whole bunch of points too. It's not like he's not doing it.
After show, I guess I missed the stream. Damn it. Oh well.
About the topic thing, Robert actually stuck to the topic. He was talking.
Oh, yeah, he was on topic, but like the idea is that he approaches it in a much more holistic way, and so he's bringing in all these other areas of science. And I'm guessing from Kent's mind, it's like Kent categorizes things in such a way that all these things are different topics, whereas Robert, I know Han's name now, he takes it in a scientific way, so it's more unified, and so Robert isn't gish galloping or anything like that. It's all one topic, but
it comes across though as gish galloping. It's not intentional. But it's shotgunning. It's so much stuff, like you said. He takes all.
It's an information overload in a sense. I mean, so it's not that he's off topic. It's that his approach to the topic itself just brings with it so much information that it's going to look off topic to anyone who's not who's not as familiar with the stuff that he is. It's not off topic, I agree, but it's just because of the sheer information.
What was odd about that accusation was that Ken Hovind was like breaking up 10 different topics, but after that he started bringing up like stuff related to the age of the earth and death before sin and that kind of thing. So he was introducing a bunch of different topics right after accusing Robert of doing that.
Well, that's what happened. Okay, so if you ever watch somebody when they're being gish galloped or when they're being dogpiled, that's always what happens. It's just when you're going on information overload, you immediately reach for other things. I think that's just the natural psychological step after when you're on an information overload. So I don't want to blame him for doing something like that, because that's like a defense, right? If you have all this information coming at you, the natural thing is to spew information back. So it's. I never accuse again. Like I know,
but then it gets more bogged down, right?
Specific point, I can understand him a bit.
Yeah, but then you have both sides bogging it down with
well,
that's
information. That's the unfortunate consequence of.
Please keep your camera steady. I need Dramamine now.
So yeah, you guys didn't know Han Solo's name. I have his first and last name, his social security number, birthday, his home address. I can send all that to you guys.
I got his bank info.
Please, man, I want to be Han Solo.
We all want to be Han Solo.
I'm just gonna give all of his students an F.
Yeah. Actually, I don't know if they have social security numbers in Australia.
Does his students watch these? I wonder if they're gonna watch it.
That would be interesting.
I don't know.
I'm sure he demands them to.
Professor Han Solo,
exactly.
I have a question about your debate.
Yeah.
I thought he was wait, is he a professor? I thought he was like a sit-in.
I don't fucking know.
I think
Hey, Cyborg, would you mind doing me a favor?
something.
No.
Okay, fine. Well, I was just gonna
I said
ask
I don't mind. The what?
Oh. Now, would you mind? Would you mind sending me the debate on Discord so I can watch it?
I haven't seen it either.
Oh, but where's the link?
Why are you here?
Okay.
God, watch that.
Well,
I'm gonna watch that.
one of you guys is gonna drop because I'm getting a Kent Hovenite in here. So I need
Get
to.
rid of Midnight. I want to
Have you ever watched the debate? Then
Midnight.
Yeah, well-
He's been here for a while.
Get him in.
so he said he sent me an email, but I haven't gotten it yet. So I'm still waiting.
Well, I mean,
Actually,
I'll leave as soon as I get the links to the debate.
Yeah, no worries. Justin said he sent me the link, or sent me in an email. I was gonna give him a link, but I haven't received it yet.
Out of the window, so I'm just gonna post it in the side chat.
Why did he have the debate not on your channel? What happened?
Wasn't supposed to be on my channel. As a matter of fact, I had to fight to get it on General Han Solo's channel.
Is he trying to steer away from you, or what's going
Wait,
on?
so Steve.
No.
All right,
it's just
I'm gonna drop out, and if there's space later, I'll be back.
Steve,
no. This was. I got your email now.
Steve, what happened?
Okay, so
Like,
information overload. Okay, 1 second. Let me get this link out to Justin here. I could only do 5,000 things at once. All right, so Justin. No, this debate was actually on Ken's channel, and then I found out about it, and I got involved, and I kind of convinced them to do it on General Han Solo's channel. So
the thing is, though, if
General.
it's on Ken's channel, it'll reach more neo-Asherians.
Oh,
Well, it'll be uploaded on his channel, right? I mean, so it doesn't really matter. He'll still get it on his channel.
Yeah, that's true.
Robert really wanted it on his channel, and Robert's my friend.
I was just hoping he wasn't cheating on you or something.
Oh,
He almost thought about cheating on me. He was like, "Oh, you know, I don't want to get into that," but no, he didn't.
I saw that conversation.
Yeah, you remember that conversation. So I cheated. I talked him out of it, so it's all good. No, I don't mind.
How dare you, Robert?
Look, we are a collective. We are a community. As long as
we are one.
We
One
hear.
on
Oh,
no one puts the baby in the corner.
so
Baby in the corner.
We're the atheists of the corn.
well, none of us are. Not all of us are atheists. Remember, but
None of us. Pardon.
I said not all of
the
us.
definition of atheism?
Hashtag not all.
Oh, stop!
No.
So-
Yeah. I
Fine.
this.
Find the idiots of the corn. There.
All right. So,
There. That's better.
anyways, the fact that he had it on General Han Solo's channel is fine, as long as he's having it in the Great Debate Community and the Great Debate Community Network, because we're bringing him these people. We also got things lined up with Negation of P, which is tomorrow night, on what kind of methodology works for objective morality, atheism or Christianity. Even though we all know atheism is not a methodology, we get that, but the title, they came up with it, and there was some flack about other titles, and so we just said to hell with it, let's keep the same one. So that's going to be tomorrow night at 5:30 p.m. Pacific, and then following one is going to be King Crocoduck with Kent on August 11th. I think that one's at 5:32, but don't quote me. But that's also on my channel. After that, I don't know if Kent's still going to do them. If he does, great. If I got 2 or 3 more lined up. Herman Mays, professor, PhD in biology, wants to debate him. I got I think Quester, PhD in particle physics, wants to debate him. I've got Herman. Herman. Who was the other one? Somebody else. And Christian Anarchist wanted to debate him too on King James only literates, but I think you guys might set something up like that, right, Richard?
Yeah. I'm not sure if he actually wants to do that kind of official, because you saw the thing. I wasn't.
He seemed reticent too.
So I think what we might do is just get him talking about it, and then just because usually what we do is dismiss it and just say, okay, that's beyond the scope of the debate. But next time he does it, we might just fully come at him.
Yeah, if I would suggest, tactically speaking, if he's going to keep on using that himself, then just prepare a short counter.
Yeah.
Something again, don't avoid the information overload thing. But if he's going to use that as like a datum, then you're allowed to use the counter as a datum. Because
I think we can pretty easily bait him into it. Like I would just have to be
no,
like,
no, I would not suggest baiting. I don't want to. I'm just saying that in a debate, if he ever brings that up, if he just assumes it, that's what I mean by a datum, like a data, something. It means a given.
What is your greatest argument against the King James only literate position?
So he likes to say God has preserved his word, and where is it? Where is God's word? I basically think that the propositional content is the same, even if we don't necessarily have the exact words, because the propositional content, like what the Bible is expressing, is what matters. Like the word of God would be the same across like different languages, across English and Spanish and German. And so it's the content that's what matters more than the words that are being used.
Yeah, you could use that. Like just if you're ever in debate with him, just use that as a counter, and you can. This basically what General Han Solo was doing. He was just assuming that it's not the case that King James only was true, and he's allowed to do that because that's the same thing that Kent was doing. Kent was do unto others, right? You reciprocity.
Kent's not really giving any arguments why the King James only has to be true.
Well, there's some really good. James White did some really good videos on specifically Kent Hovind's.
Yeah, I know. I've watched those. I actually do like James White in some.
Hey, Maxwell, are you a Christian? Like most people don't know about James White unless they're.
I'm not a Christian, but I'm definitely not against it at all. I mean.
Okay.
I think James White has some good videos. I think he did some good argumentation against Kent.
Yeah.
I would say I'm an ally, Richard.
ally. I'll take it.
That's actually a really good thing. I think I'll start calling myself that.
Ally. Well, I don't know. Some of the militant atheists might not like that.
Yeah.
We're militant atheists. I'm militant.
Yeah,
Steve,
militant atheist.
that's something I was trying to say yesterday. We were talking about the whole atheism definition thing, but I couldn't get in.
Neither could I. It was my hangout too.
Yeah. So the thing is, I think a lot of people will be repelled by this idea of political influence of atheism because they don't want to be associated with militant atheism. So I think that Cosmic Skeptics campaign could actually backfire in that sense.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah,
point.
all those campaigns have really backfired before. Like if you look at the Brights, if you look at like atheism plus kind of died too, but for different reasons.
But this is a bit different because people have been arguing about the definition of atheism and the lack of theism for years. It started out in philosophy with the presumption of atheism and stuff. So it has a bit more to it than other things.
Yeah, okay, I agree with that. I agree with that. So if you're just going around telling people like, look, you're an atheist because it's just a lack of belief, then that would be fine. But if you're telling people you should call yourself an atheist because we need to be a powerful demographic, that could repel people. That could make people say, well, no, I don't want that. I don't want to be this militant type. I just don't believe. That's all.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
like, skeptic isn't presenting himself as a militant type. He presents himself more as a calm thing.
I think Cosmic made some good arguments why they need political demographics and for the political power. I think he did a good video. I wasn't against that. I disagree with how he went about it. I think there's a lot of mistakes in that video.
I just don't think
that's all the reason I had that hang up. But I wasn't able to really address my points in that the other day. By the way, I was between MP and Nestlig, and you just can't get a word in edgewise. I
tried to at least 10 times. Like I was like, hey, but couldn't do it.
That's why I was offended by what PZ Myers said in the comments during the other hangout. It's just like, oh, all this is just masturbatory definitioning, and
PZ didn't. I don't think PZ was right on that.
Saying,
it wasn't about definition.
Not getting shit done. And I was like, Junior, you have harmed us so much. Why don't you keep your fucking mouth shut about what's important and what needs to be done?
Well, I mean, I like PZ. I respect him a lot. I don't agree with him on everything. I don't think we're supposed to, but I have a lot more respect for the man. I really do.
The idea that the atheist,
but I don't think he understood what we were trying to argue. I don't think he got. It's not a definitional thing. It has nothing to do really with definitions per se. It's concepts. And I think Richard, you make a good point. There might be a backlash from people that don't want to be associated with some kind of militant atheist movement, right? And I think you're right. Whoever said it before, atheism plus didn't work. It just did. It failed, right?
Yep.
So there's it was you, Pew. So there might be some reasons for that. And I think Cosmic Skeptic makes some good arguments, but there's some good arguments on the other side. But even still, my argument stands is that you cannot tell me what my theological position is. I will not tell you what yours is. Don't tell me what mine is. That's my
only electric saw in the background this time.
That's
not nearly as bad as the one.
Whoa! Oh my God! Whoa.
Hey, you're shaving your head. Turn your video on.
Kiss
me goodbye, do your manscaping like off air.
Yeah, I fucked up with that one time though in a really hilarious way. So.
Your house looks like I expected it to.
Oh, Justin's installing the plug-in. I was wondering what taking them so long. Yeah, the plug-in may take a while, but not a few minutes late. Hey, you know what? Let's get Frank to shave right on camera. Shave that glorious beard of his and see what happens.
What? What's no? I told you before. Like this is an essential property of being frank.
Pussy.
Yeah,
it's essential property. It's a coextension.
It's essential property of being frank.
I
feel so much better.
I kind of regret shaving my whole beard, except it was itchy, so and I kind of like the goatee. Gives me a little more character.
Blue, you feel better? I feel worse having heard you shaving. Like that hurt.
Yeah, get some new blades, or like new on your electric razor. Sharpen.
If your razor sounds like a weed whacker, you need a new razor.
It still works fine. I know it's louder than hell, but it works. So there you go.
It wouldn't be loud as hell if you'd mute your mic,
No, I'm shaving the whole time, and then someone said made an electric saw comment, and then I thought, well, you're really going to hear the saw. And then me, and then say, are you shaving? And then I showed it.
Darth Dawkins, he's a troll. Mute him. Yeah.
Oh God, Tony, is that what I think it is, my guy?
What?
Oh, that profile pic. I like it.
Hey, if you guys
just
have
wanted,
seen Robert's,
What's
I
that?
was wondering if there's too much.
What's that, Richard?
My
oh, I was
Genesis
going to say, if
one
you guys haven't seen Robert's full lecture on the local flood, you should check it out. It's like 2 hours long, and he cites more scientific stuff. I saw some people were complaining that there wasn't enough science in the little chat room.
Yeah, no, I noted that. I said I know I've seen this thing. I know he has actual like a dozen or so papers that he does cite. Yeah.
Hold on, I missed the spot.
You know, I wonder though. I
I'm
just
in the shower. You're shaving. We got a lot of stuff going on here.
I just wish there was
Oh
more,
yeah.
You know, I wish there was more on
Blue. So Cornlipson actually said, it's funny that in this community I met some of the most intelligent and non-judgmental religious people. I don't know who the hell he's talking about. It isn't as funny that the opposite is also true. Yeah, there are in the Great Debate community, I think we have a lot of intelligent people that really try to look at things objectively, that want people to be looked at the best possible way. We give principle of charity as much as possible, but there are some people that are just extremely judgmental. And I got to tell you, I find it from both camps, both theist and atheist. It's like the same thing. Only some believe God exists, some believe that don't. But the way they go about it, to me, is just as militant. I've seen some atheists just completely dumbasses, and so it's not just being a theist to be a dumbass. It doesn't matter what your ideological position is or your theological.
Give me an example
position.
of when an atheist is being a dumbass.
Down corner.
Excluding.
Aaron Ra, I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah,
Aaron Ra is a dumbass.
No, I think Aaron's a genius, but I don't agree with his philosophy. But he's definitely not a dumb person. I think his philosophy is pretty bad.
No, I agree with you, Steve.
I agree.
Here's
what I'm saying.
Here's my issue with Aaron Ra.
He hates philosophy.
He's the true dino man, though.
But his biology is brilliant.
Here's the thing about Aaron Ra with me is that, like, what I read is like biblical scholarship, and he's almost always wrong when he talks about biblical scholarship, and he gives lectures on it, and he does these things, and he's just wrong, and he will not accept correction. So
yeah, he's not much into correction. I've noted that myself. I've talked to him many times. He does not like the philosophical stuff. He does not like the arguments on atheism and stuff like that. He just doesn't like them.
Yeah, something that annoyed me was I was watching his debate with Matt Slick, and Matt Slick was like, well, look, I have an MDiv, and Aaron Ross said something like, well, biblical scholarship doesn't really matter. It's all your interpretation, your personal interpretation. And I thought that was just completely ridiculous because there are scholars of the ancient Near East who look at the Bible and all different sorts of theologians, and I think it's just ridiculous to say like, oh, you don't need scholarship.
You think he's a little bit too dismissive?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay.
Definitely.
Well, he's not just dismissive, but he's dismissive and then wants to speak as an authority on the issue.
Yeah.
And that's what the problem is. Like, he'll give these lectures on. This is my go-to is his Leviathan Behemoth thing. He's just wrong about it. Not only is he could be wrong, he could be correct in little aspects of it, but he's not up on the scholarship. He's never read the scholarship.
I don't think I've really seen him engage on that though. I don't think
he has lectures online. I can give you the link.
No. I've seen him do the lectures. Yeah, no, I've watched his stuff. I'm a big fan of Aaron, but I don't think I've ever seen him really engage on biblical topics per se with people in a kind of a format like this.
Well, I've done it personally, so
we should have him debate.
Was it live?
No, not live. Unfortunately, not live.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. That's why I haven't seen it. So
right.
Steve, set up a debate between him and General.
What's that?
God.
We should set up a debate between Aaron and General.
Aaron and General, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, but
people want to
have mean and General's too nice.
Yeah.
People want to have the debate between Ken Hovind and Edgar. That would be just
What's with the obsession with Hovind? Why are we all debating him so much?
Who? Kent?
It's really
He's
not
a
worth
Lulz
it.
County.
Like,
He's a
Kent-
yeah, he's not even worth it.
Who? Kent or
Because he
The thing
used to
is
be a
this
big
late
star, and now he's
nostalgia.
swimming with us.
Like
He's worth views.
YouTube atheism basically started with like criticisms of Ken Hovind.
Kind of, yeah.
It's like that's
Okay, Kent needs to build his audience, right? He's lost a lot. The way he's doing it. That's it, and I think it's having a positive impact. A lot of people are watching these things, and they are realizing that his arguments haven't changed in several decades at all.
It's kind of interesting though, because before he went to prison, he would actually do really well in debates. Like when he went on university campuses, there were a lot of times where I thought, okay, he's really kind of taking these guys out to the woodshed. But now afterwards, now that he's just doing it on Google, I don't know what's happened, but he's not doing nearly as well.
two things I
No,
think.
he's not.
Well, being I've been in prison. Yeah, it knocks you down a peg mentally. I mean,
Yeah.
it's hard to stay focused in there.
Not only that, but I feel like if you just walk up to a dude on a university, he's a little less prepared than somebody who's on the internet challenging you.
Yeah.
Well, and the big thing is that nowadays, though, we have the internet. We didn't have that back in the 80s, right? So we can look at his arguments and go, okay, how do they fail? And I can go through every single one of his scientific arguments and have through his creationist handbook and show that it just every one of them is wrong. Every single solitary scientific argument he has is wrong.
And federal prisons have internet now. Well, regular prisons have internet too. So I don't know. Was he on the internet when he was?
Some, yeah.
It doesn't matter. He's invested so much in this narrative. It doesn't matter. His arguments can't change. I mean, I think he
That's
thinks
right.
if one of them changes, the whole house of cards comes down. Right? They're like a domino effect. Because I've shown him two of his claims, and he was so just not willing to really admit that they were wrong, although he kind of tactically did, implicitly did. But we know that they're wrong. I even showed his secretary. These are outright wrong.
Oh yeah.
You
And
know?
his response is, well, look, you're not charging the taxpayer. I'm not charging the taxpayer or something for my wrong.
Yeah, that's a lame way to go with that.
Yeah, because that's only because
my
he can't.
argument to him.
Yeah.
Steve, is your channel taxpayer
My
funded?
argument-
I'm just curious.
Are churches taxpayer funded?
No, Steve, is your channel
Tacitly.
Do they
My
pay
channel is publicly
taxes?
funded.
Because I know
No,
for a
separate.
fact churches don't pay income
Separate.
taxes.
Actually, guys, the main sponsor for the Great Debate Community is this guy called D's Nuts for 2069.
Yeah, he's my big. He's my big. No,
fuck.
actually, I don't think it's a big surprise because everything's public. I think my biggest benefactors are the med student and the doctor. I think those two are my biggest. And of course, Ruhiv, because he got me the computer. But
No, but I support Steve. I support you in memes.
yes,
Much
you're
more
me. Yes,
valuable
you support me in memes. And Paulogia supports in other ways in his because he's creative.
I
But
keep
this again, it's collective.
a bit with well, I mean, Malix and stuff does that as well.
Fruit of the Loom is the biggest supporter of my nuts.
Okay, so regarding Ken Hovind not being able to concede because the whole house falls down, I think
he thinks everything will fall down. Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to make a.
I think that's actually true, especially regarding the flood. Because if he were to concede Robert's case, then you don't have this resource anymore that can explain like the layers, of sediment and everything. So it's actually a pretty powerful resource that if he were to concede it, he would lose a lot of ground.
Yeah, I think it would.
He'd have a lot of work ahead of him trying to rebuild some sort of framework out of it.
You guys were like one of the explanations for why he's falling back is because of prison, but like I think more than that, it's that the climate nowadays, like internet wise and offline, is that like people are way more prepared. Like they're seriously prepared for debates now. It's like people are.
I think they're prepared for more than that. They're prepared for Kent Hovind because
they're prepared specifically for him. Yeah, but yeah. So
well, they know the arguments by now, right? I mean, they know the arguments. And for example, like the challenge series that I have, right? The Hovind challenge series. The first one thing I ask is I talk about one of his claims, and then I show that this claim is completely wrong, and it's blatantly wrong. Anybody, whether you support him or not, can go look and see that this claim is wrong. The citation is from 1975. The discovery was until 1977. So unless Kent knows about time travel, it's wrong. It's completely wrong, right? So, but he won't. He still won't. He still won't fix it. It's still on his DVDs.
So would you guys agree with what I said, though, that in a lot of the debates prior to prison, Ken kind of took him out to the woodshed?
I think
Like,
Ken. What happened was,
Galloped.
yeah, what happened was, you know, between the gish galloping and shotgunning and throwing out things that people weren't familiar with, we didn't have the means to go look at these articles and look at what he was citing. So how do you refute something if you don't have the source material, especially in a live debate when you haven't even heard anything about this before? If I showed you, hey, look, hey, Richard, you know, hey, here's a paper that shows that, you know, we went faster than the speed of light. We broke the speed of light barrier. So scientist says it in Science Digest or something. So we've broken the speed of light barrier, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, what? I have never seen anything like this. You're not prepared for it. Then when you go look at it, you realize that's not what happened.
Yeah.
But my point about like the debates, like I haven't researched this topic too much, but have you ever heard of the science wars? Or, like all this, you know, like how feminist epistemology sort of like started messing with the sciences.
Yeah.
Scientists had to defend themselves. That also is part of the, I think, part of the explanation as to why people are more prepared to defend things like biology. It's that philosophy has more or less been like the social sciences by means of philosophy have been attacking the natural sciences to some degree, and so the natural sciences scientists have sort of begun to realize that they need to use philosophy along with just better and more universal knowledge of their own views to be able to counter that, and then the internet has helped with that. So it's like,
yeah, and I'm glad you brought that up, because that's something that I noticed too, right? Like if you notice that most of the people who are you know, going after things like postmodernist philosophy and you know, third wave feminism and stuff, that they tend to be the same sorts of people who were talking about Kent Hovind back in the day. I think that as a loosely connected community, our critical skills have kind of been sharpened by the young earth creationists to a degree, and so now we are collectively more equipped to go and counter other bad ideas.
Yep.
I think
and that's
you're right.
part of what I like about this community.
And
So
vice versa. Like it also goes backwards. Like because
it does.
So
yeah, no doubt, and that's why I wish we talked about politics more. But that's just me.
Yeah, well,
yeah, we'll get your
I like
own
politics too.
Get your own community.
This is what I would keep it out
I'm
of
with you.
community.
I banned politics years ago for a reason. There is a reason. There's some reasoning behind this. Trust me.
Tell me about it sometime, then, and I'll tell you why it's wrong.
No, I agree. To avoid politics, because that's like. But I think what we should do is that instead of having it in the main GDC, we should perhaps make like a secondary community and have it like GDC politics, and so it's completely separate.
Yeah, I don't care. Go for it. Somebody wants to take charge of that. I don't care.
Does that mean we talk about like social issues?
Oh fuck yeah!
I just want to get rid of
the only problem
about, but they're like they're up there.
Yeah, the problem I see it has to be integrated somehow, because the Great Debate community is trademarked. I actually am like fully legally trademarking that. But I don't know. We'll figure out something. But you know what? But I asked this the other day and I didn't get any feedback. So let me get you. I got you guys here, and I got the live chat. People have been suggesting that we add a I don't know how to say it, a catch-all thing, like basically a whatever goes kind of thing to the Great Debate community, a forum on the page itself, just for whatever,
like a /B, but for the Great Debate.
Yeah, /B. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. There's pros and cons with this, and this is why I'm like I'm hesitant.
I'm against
right.
I think you should just make a secondary community and have it associated, but because like you need
Great Debate community light, basically.
Because like the main GDC has a kind of integrity to it, which are based on the rules effectively, and you don't want to mess with that too much. But
that's kind of my thing. Yeah.
You could, but nonetheless, my suggestion of having a secondary community, which is you let all the crap happen inside that secondary community, and have. But
I have that now, Frank. I have that now. It's called Krillism.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Like Krillism.
There you go. That's why we have Krillism. That's why I support Krillism. Krillism has done me a service by taking all the people that I don't want to have around. Do you think I want Iron Nation or Dionysus to come in? No, let them have them.
That's the fucked up thing, is that every time somebody's tried to do politics in the GDC, it's just attracted those fuckers. Right?
Right?
There you go. That's one of the main reasons why I don't have it, dude.
Yeah, no, I get that. I just wish it didn't have to be that way.
not like you're always going to attract people who are on like the extremes, like by virtue
Well,
of
this community does, right?
What?
Like this community does in its own way. Like
Yeah.
we get we get fucking Ronnie, we get Mr. ID, we get
flat earthers.
Oh yeah, the flat earther.
You guys have also like sort of made the category for them and pushed them all in there in a bit. So like,
Yeah,
well,
no,
yeah,
we
my
do.
rum and coke nights don't help.
I
Like,
partially-
now the flat earthers know my channel and they come here, and that's fine. Whatever.
So
People have asking for the link. I'm gonna put the link in the video description. I forgot. My bad, guys.
Oh,
so let me do that right now.
Let's not
We
talk
got
about
Justin.
flat Earth then, because we gonna get sniped.
Yeah, well, we're full. But I got Justin. I got Justin here.
Oh,
no,
Justin.
now you're back.
Hey, Justin.
Is the restriction against politics a restriction of social issues, like we wouldn't be able to talk about abortion and
no, ethics are permitted, right? That's a philosophy.
Wait, is General back? I thought I heard him.
It's just like when it comes to actual like
Okay.
Trump, Obama, this specific legislation, unless you're using it as like an example in ethics. But like philosophy gives you some room for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the other day though, there was an issue with. I'll get to you in a few seconds, Justin. There was an issue on. There was a debate on Darren's channel about added value politics, basically in economics and against Marxism and other stuff. That's okay, but Rational Matt Theist went nuts on it. Tyler Durden kind of corrected the situation as a moderator. He did a good job. I think it upset Matt, and just for that very purpose, I was like, okay, it's all good.
Also,
Because it upset Matt.
Because it upset Matt, I'm like, okay, it's got to be fine.
That's always good.
It's always good when you upset Matt.
What doesn't upset me?
I don't know.
Yeah, see, we're still trying to figure that out.
He just walked.
But it was
in the
about
room
economics
mad.
more than politics. I'm okay with that. I mean, it's not. I don't want it to be like taking over stuff like that. But occasionally, if somebody posts something like that, whatever,
You
Yeah,
know
and
that,
think about it.
with the kid who tells his brother to get out of his room because he's playing Minecraft. That's it.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. You saw that? Did you see that that video?
Get out of my room! I'm talking semantics.
You know what?
Okay,
You
so
know
people
what though? That reminds me, is Hogtie has been having his little foray into something political lately, which is the sovereign citizen thing. So there's interest by like actual reasonable people in this. So I think
I'm interested in that too.
I think you got to be very wary of it. Like I because this it's like I don't know if the GDC can like it's like there's a degree of stress, if you will, like informational stress that the whole community can hold, and the community sort of has its foundations in the rules that Steve originally laid out, and you don't want to stress them too much. And it's sort of like trying to mess with the Second Amendment in the gun laws.
There's some flexibility, right?
There's some reason to mess with that, but
which is why I think it needs to be a somewhat separate thing. It needs to be somewhat
that's
sovereign.
what I'm saying. It's really, I'm okay with having it. It's just
I guess we're strict constitutionalists when it comes to the rules, and there's reasons why. I mean, these rules were when I came up with these rules, people actually looked at them and said, "Yeah, we accept these." There's reasons for each and every one of them. Like the sniping thing, right? There's reasons for that.
We don't want those people.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, no, I mean, like that's how all organizations work. I mean, like if we want to look at it that way, but like there is a kind of skeleton of the organization, and if it breaks, the whole organization breaks. The skeleton can be morphed a tiny bit, but only so much before the stress.
Yeah, we're gonna have like 1,000 people here soon. That's a lot of people to try to manage.
And you don't want to change the fundamentals of the community when you have all this, persons. It's I like the analogy of stress, right? It's like you can only carry so much. The skeleton, you don't want to mess with that when there's more and more people coming in because it's just gonna snap. But
and by the way, if you haven't got your webpage on the wiki yet, all you gotta do is ask somebody to make it for you. So just ask somebody to say, hey, you want to make a page for me? Somebody will do it for you because you can't make your own page. But we've only got about 180 pages on the Great Debate Wiki. That should be 3 times that by now.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so Justin wants to know how he chats. Justin, what you're going to do is you're going to go to the very top, and there's going to be a little bar that comes up, and it's going to have a little people person with a plus sign, a little microphone with an arrow through it, a little camera thing. You're going to click the microphone. So you should be red right now because you're muted. So you want to unmute. Let's see here. There we go. Yes. Speak.
Oh, come on.
No, nothing, Justin. I don't think I can't hear it.
If you're talking.
You guys are lucky I have weed today. That's all I got to say. God damn it.
Hey, you guys
I don't think I can. Justin, you're gonna have to figure out your mic. It's not like. Oh, you know what? Here, do this. Go up to the very top again, and there's next to the little disconnect button, the little red handset looking thing, like a phone thing. There's a rotary looking thing, like a spoke. Click that, and check your settings. Make sure that your microphone is set to default. Try that.
Yo, real quick, speaking of handsets, did you know Amazon sells handset app accessories for your phone? So you could just plug a handset into your iPhone's sound port and talk to that.
Wirelessly?
No, it's not wireless.
No, he just said plug it in.
And just
You
I'll
don't
use
know.
that as a mic.
Yeah, it has a mic and everything.
Oh,
It's just
gotcha.
a handset that you can put onto your phone. And it's like
I
a really
think I'm going to, but I need a clarification on the rules. Are we allowed to discuss politics in like an open hangout like this?
Just some degree.
Meta discussion, I would suggest, like what we were
Meta
doing.
discussion. Yeah, meta discussions are fine.
I thought he was just trolling when you asked that because we were just talking about that.
Well, it's a meta discussion.
Blue is high as fuck right now. Do you
We were
think
talking about politics. We weren't actually talking politics. We were just.
I'm just asking
You're
for
still mad.
clarification of the rules. That's all. Don't get mad at me. Damn.
I wasn't getting mad.
Yo, don't
Everyone's
bring up
mad at
something
me.
like meta. There's too many
there
layers to
are-
the understanding of
there
meta
are-
for him to understand. He's too high.
to just remember? There's always exceptions. Like for example, on election night, myself and Prudent Discourse, we had a hangout and we were monitoring the election results because that's a big event, right? I think that's something we can make an exception for, right?
That'll also draw traffic.
Who won? I'm sorry.
It was,
Well, it depends. It depends. It depends on what timeline you're in, Blue.
Oh, that's right.
With the Mandela
That's right. I
effect.
forgot about
And
that.
it also
Yeah.
depends on if
Yeah.
you're talking about the
That's
popular vote.
14.
Oh,
Yeah, I think in your timeline it was 50 Cent that won.
We talk about something like maybe
Iron
election
into
night
heaven,
should be a
iron
holiday
into
so people
smoking
can
breath.
actually go and vote.
yeah. God
That
damn,
would be
I
super
agree with
fucking
that.
handy.
Look, if
Oh,
you guys really want to talk about politics, just sort of cash it in terms of ethics, and you'll be fine.
All right, we'll do.
Uh,
Is it ethical that we?
Let's try to avoid that.
Let me just use my persuasion check on Steve. I'll get this one.
Hitchens were still,
let's have,
we're still alive.
We're here for General Han Solo and Ken Hovind debate. By the way, guys, just to get you back on topic.
no. Let's have an ethical discussion of Donald Trump.
Oh yeah.
No,
That's not what I meant.
That'll
The-
take
The
8 hours.
metaphysics of grabbing by the pussy.
Actually,
Yeah,
I think
uh,
General probably went to sleep. General probably went to sleep because at the end of that, told me.
Shows you don't know women either.
Right.
They want you to grab them on the ass first, not the pussy first. What a fucking bitch.
Yo, I'm gonna use a persuasion check to convince Steve to let us talk about politics. Let me roll my die. Fuck, natural one.
Yeah,
Ah.
yeah. Well, when people start getting ejected. Let's finish that.
That was a warning shot. Holy shit.
Yeah,
I don't know
wanna
why
talk
I'm
about
laughing.
it.
I'll be first.
You have been first.
Oh, yeah.
Let me fix Justin's stuff here. Justin, can you type in the side there if your mic's not working? Can you hear us at least?
Is Justin the Ken Hovindite that you were
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
boy.
okay, he can hear us. Okay, so I kind of want to get his opinion on the debate because he thinks Kent did well, I guess.
General went to sleep. He told me at the so I don't know if you want to boot him. I'm pretty sure he's out.
Yeah, if we didn't make room, if somebody else wants to come in, we can make room by General leaving. But
Yeah.
But we do have room for one more. So
So Justin, you can't use your mic, like you can't speak.
Well, how about you post in the chat and we'll read it out here if your mic is not working.
That's kind of lame, but
Well,
It's a
look,
horrible
we have to
system.
bend over backwards. That's how desperate we are to get a fundy in here yet.
okay.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I
That'll
know.
work. We've done that before.
Again, I don't really know who won or lost because I didn't really watch most of it. Watched the last 40 minutes or so, but
Oh, he said Ken Hovind is a joke, so he's
okay. I thought he was a Hovind. I thought he said Hovind won. Okay, that's okay.
Oh.
I'll still read your lovely posts so you can still communicate.
Fair
It's
warning.
hard. It's hard to find Hovindites willing to come in. Most of them don't know the arguments, and when they do try to express the arguments, they just get them so messed up.
And I'll shut up.
Fair warning, you should just ignore Blue. And me.
You
That's
shouldn't ignore me, though. You should subscribe to me. No.
That's what I don't understand, though. If the U.S. is so predominantly Christian or theist or religious, why do we have the free run here on YouTube?
We don't have a free run here.
Oh well, I mean, it's just like you said. There's no Kent Hovind. It's hard to get a Kent Hovind in here. Why is that? If most people believe it in the nation,
well, people
because this is not a national channel that everyone can see and join. It's limited to a specific group of people.
Because they know we're smart.
I mean,
I also don't think that
that's
what
what it
like,
is.
the fear of like being dogpiled and stuff like that. It's not like that hasn't. It's like I don't know if it's common, but it has happened before.
Yeah, well, yeah, it has happened before, but I mean, we've mitigated that to the best possible.
Yeah, we do try.
I mean,
but like it happens all, so especially because it's I don't know. I guess my being the moral arbiter of Google Plus, I'm naturally tending towards.
Well, look what happened when MK came in, right? MK, we had a discussion. He started going down his 9/11 stuff, and then he left. And then 3 weeks later, he's like making a video saying, "Oh, I was treated so bad in Steve's room," and everybody's like, "Are you out of your mind?" Even the theists were like, "No, MK, you were treated just fine." So,
I didn't see that again. Like, I've been like away for a while, I guess.
Yeah, this was like I think yesterday. MK had a video against me, and so did G-Man. It's just like none of them will come in here and talk about it. MK, he wants an apology. Not going to happen. I did nothing wrong, and G-Man is just scared to death to leave his happy safe space, right? Because every time he comes into here, he just didn't listen. He doesn't listen to what anybody tells him. He just rambles on. He's like a bulldozer. He just has to come in and like bulldoze everything, but doesn't listen to a conversation.
I haven't watched these conversations when G-Mans were in the room, but like again, I might use my earlier diagnosis with Kent. Maybe there's a feeling of information overload or something. Like maybe I'm wrong. I haven't seen the videos. But there might be explanations for that on a.
Well, have you watched any other debates? Like, did you watch Bill Ludlow and Kent? That wasn't information overload. I think KC did a great job. That wasn't information.
Yeah, I saw KC's. That was a good debate. I don't remember it entirely, but I remember thinking that it was a good debate. So KC did well.
The only debate I've seen where Kent Hovind didn't get frustrated and start yelling at the other person was his debate with Zach that I moderated. But the thing is, Zach did have a lot of information, so I don't know. Maybe it's something about the approach that kind of sets Kent off. I don't really know.
Well, he didn't really go like off when he debated Nolan because Nolan was just not very good at debating. So I think that Kent knew he was kind of winning that. So, which is rare.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yep.
If somebody like makes
now you got nothing to talk about?
Oh, I got something to talk about.
Oh.
We got power tools, folks.
I introduced.
I mean, if you want a topic,
that is not me. That is not me with the power tools again.
Are you sure, Blue? It's been you before. Induction would suggest.
Yeah, but there's a problem with induction. Dun.
Oh shit! I guess I'm getting kicked then.
Go get Matt Slick. Go get Darwin's.
Oh god. Let's not do that.
Keek Room's like, we shall not discuss that debate.
I'm going to just start adding people like Saitin, Brooke, and Kay into the room.
Oh god.
We'll see.
How do you know that you're lying? How do you know that you're
somebody
gonna do
bring
that?
text in here. Somebody get text.
Saitin has no idea who we are.
Okay. That's what they say. Like
Somebody go get text. That'd be hilarious.
Oh no.
No, I'm not in the mood for text today.
Honestly, I was joking. I'm not going to say that. I'd just rather not talk to text.
Wildheart says, I just watched the EMK video, or excuse me, the MK video about Steve. I really couldn't work out what his problem was. Yeah, you and everybody else. People watch his video and they're like, okay, he's actually going through the hangout that he was in with me, and he was going through it. And he's like, oh yeah, that's such and such. They were cool to me. Oh yeah, that's such and such. Oh yeah, they were cool. he never got to the point where he was mistreated. Because he wasn't.
Did you see that? Like, did he like? I don't know. Whatever.
It was strange.
Yeah, I wasn't in that
that out.
I usually think MK's cool, so I don't really.
I have people that tell me, "Hey, Steve, I think you need to lighten up," or "Hey, Steve, let the other person talk," or "Hey, Steve, you're being a dick to the person." I get that. Okay, been doing this for many years. Okay, I take the feedback. But in this particular case, not a single person, not one, thinks MK was mistreated, except for MK.
Yeah, I haven't seen. I'm not saying one way or the other. I haven't seen this stuff. I'm just saying, like, I think you're usually cool, and I think MK is usually cool. So it's like, this is like a weird thing to have happened. So
well, yeah, but he's prone to persecution porn. Remember, so it's not that weird of thing.
I haven't seen the when.
How long have you known MK? Because I've known MK for years.
I'd prefer to keep my positive evaluation of MK.
Oh, hey, by the way, when I got a chance, the Geek Room is in live chat. Geek Room, I got some good news for you. Guess who I got a hold of this morning?
Oh God, no! Please,
starts with a V and then ends in Elton.
Oh God, no!
Yes.
How the fuck did you get in contact with that man?
Oh, I've known Valen for a while. I figured out a way.
My ways.
So anyways, he hasn't gotten me back to on me yet. We had just a brief little thing, but I've asked him what you've asked me, so I'm waiting for his response. But I do have a channel open to him now, so we'll see what he says. Okay, Geek Room. So I am trying for you.
They want to have like gonna be there.
Well, they want to have some kind of denouement with Von Helton on my channel or on their channel. I don't know. Whose channel do you want to be on, Geek Room? I don't care. I think he's more likely to come on mine, but I really don't care. If I get him
must speak with Von Helton.
No, Blue. No.
Oh no. I've got so much to cover with him.
I don't think he would be down for that.
It's too bad. Stinky lacks courage that way.
I showed a video of Greek Room. I can't believe they haven't seen it before, but I showed them to them the other day. And have you seen the video where it was back in Nadia's room and it was Armin and a bunch of other people and it was Mark Anoia and they were asking Vaughn about his Encyclopedia Dramatica page.
Yes,
and
yes.
Yeah,
the greatest people ever lived. David Snow's greatest video. Yes, I've watched it many times.
Okay, so it's David Snow's video. It's called "The Greatest Human Who Ever Lived" or something. And he is sitting there saying, "Well, everything on the page is bullshit. It's all by haters, right?" And they say, "Okay, let's go through it." And they were going through.
Everyone is true. Yes.
Step by step, they were going through it. He's like, "Yeah, well, that one's actually true. Oh, yep, that one, yeah, that actually happened. Yeah, I did design the stealth bomber and set the plans in, and they just kind of redesigned it. And yeah, I was a ninja. It's like everything was true. I'm not lying.
I used chi to move a groundhog. I used the force on a groundhog. Yes, that one's true.
Blue, did he deny anything on that page?
Yes, there were a couple small things he did deny, and of course he has
correct. He changed. No, he was like, "Okay,
that was 1996. That was 1987."
Yeah, they were minor little points. Yeah,
like that type.
No,
of
but
shit.
for the most part, yes, he absolutely agrees to everything that is on the Encyclopedia Dramatica page.
Yes, God, that was freaking hilarious.
We gotta get him in here. Yeah, why can't you fork over the $2,000 for Von's interview?
I've known Vaughn for a while. That's why I was asked to do the denouement between them or him in the Geek Room.
I'm gonna go, but Steve, could you said you might have some information regarding the probability thing I asked you earlier? Can you send that to me on a?
I'll have to find something. I don't have anything at the fingertips.
Yeah, but if you remember to do it, just send it to the private chat PM. See you guys later.
All right, peace.
See you around, Frank.
Maxwell says Encyclopedia what? Encyclopedia Dramatica.
Yeah, there's only two people that I can think of who have accurate ED pages. That's for the most part, and it's Von Helton and Brett Keane. Those are the only two.
Well, no, Nephilim Freeze is pretty accurate.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah. But see, we have them on our wiki page as well, and I think ours is better. It's just more
we have eclipsed ED, folks.
Yeah, Nephilim's page is pretty brutal. Well, actually, all the Clown Posse is brutal.
Oh God, I don't know of that many pages on there for the CCP. I will have to look into that because that's going to be funny as hell.
There's 12, I think, pages of the CCP.
Well, that's is that where you get the 12 members thing from? Because there's not that
12.
many.
No, yeah, I literally pulled it off the Great Debate Wiki. I think there was 12 last time I counted.
God, that's awesome.
Because they talked me into removing Mr. Intelligent Design from the CCP.
Oh no.
Yeah.
He's his own thing altogether.
Because he's a distinguished guest.
He's a freelance dumb fuck.
Yeah. He's a freelancer.
Yeah.
Oh, Maxwell just found that page. He's like, this is awesome. Okay. Oh. Hey, Richard needs a page. Maybe General can write Richard's page, and Richard can
contribute to General.
Yeah, I was kind of worried about asking an atheist to do it, because then they'd look at my website and they'd be like, "Oh man, this guy, I'm gonna."
Yeah, you can ask anybody you want. You just can't write your own, but anybody else can write it for you. But it's got to be. The rule of thumbs are basically simple. You can't write your own page, and it's got to be mostly true.
And no doxing.
True. Okay, so I'll tell General to include a few exaggerations.
So
Hey, I'll be back, guys. I'm gonna check this out.
I'm
He has luscious hair.
Exaggerations can be fine. There are certain times though, anything that you outright is this completely wrong, you need to put citation needed.
Okay, so
okay.
I have a PhD in philosophy.
Can he say that he has luscious locks?
That's fine.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, we got editors. The editors know the rules, so they can kind of go. If you type something up, the editors might go in and kind of like change a little bit, but I have editors for that.
Yes.
How do I write General's page?
You just go to his page, log in, and have at it. His page, I think, is already up.
Wiki, yeah.
But
you have to have a wiki account.
Oh, so I'll create an account then.
No one mentioned that I suck at fantasy basketball on my page. I got to go change that. I got to go make that. I'm terrible at fantasy basketball.
You know what though?
Even though I love it, is the sad thing.
Richard, if the second a page for you goes up, I'm gonna start talking shit about the books you have behind you.
Oh no!
Yeah, the micro version of the Matt Slick approach. Look how smart I am, Rev. I read all these.
Hey, Jason Burns originated that, so there we go.
Yeah. You know, Jason Burns, they're not even organized. They're just like all over the place. You don't even know what the hell they are. You know,
those of us who've watched it for many years.
They could be cookbooks. Who the hell knows?
Dude, you could like totally get a green screen and then get the Cinderella librarian.
If I ever show my face, I'm probably gonna like go to the library in the kids section and just role play as Matt Slick. Just be like,
that would be funny.
Oh man, that you know what I should do? I should go to the library and take out a bunch of kids' books.
Exactly.
If you ever show us your face, you need to have the exact look on your face, the whole conversation that your avatar has.
That's gonna be difficult.
Just downtrodden,
I'm gonna have to grow my hair out.
Look.
I'm gonna have to shave and grow my hair out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that just like. I see a slight smirk when I look at it. I don't know. Voltaire's a cool dude.
You need to be staring at. You can't look at your camera. It has to be that angle.
Oh, Blue, stop!
It's not me.
Who is that?
It was Pew, I bet.
Oh, damn you!
I'm gonna go get an electric.
Do you have proof and evidence to suggest that?
Yeah, I have proof that your mic activated.
Justin said the Great Debate community should sponsor Kent to get a real PhD. Yeah. I have a hard enough time the Great Debate community sponsoring me. You know, and I love you, Patreons.
Community college, I'll pay for it.
My Patreons and the people have been donating. Thank you guys so much. You guys just it's been awesome.
I'm going to send you 50.
I would give Kent Hove money if he was on fire.
I heard money. What? I'm sorry, Richard.
I'm going to send you 50 yen.
50 yen. That's about 3
Richard's
cents.
poor. He spends all his money on weed.
Oh no!
I take yen, so I might hold you to that.
Hey, Midnight.
Somebody offered Steve 5 rupees in chat.
Yo.
5 rupees? How much is a rupee in American?
It's like less than.
I think you mean a ruble. Don't you mean a ruble?
No, I mean
no.
rupees.
A rupee is like the Indian thing.
Yes.
Oh, is it?
It's fucking like nothing.
Like 500
rupees is like 50 yen.
500 rupees is $50.
No, it's like $3, I think. Let me look up the exchange rate. Hold up.
Well, hey, 50 yen is about equivalent to half a dollar. That's 25 cents. Yeah, damn right. You pledged that. PayPal.
American money is great.
Yeah.
Okay, so 5 rupees is 8 cents.
Rational
8 cents.
theist.
Wow.
I had a run-in with rational theist Matt.
That's always fun.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, dude, you know what? You win. I'm done.
No, you just got to piss him off
Going
first.
home.
That's a requirement. When you're talking to Matt Bell, you have to piss him off.
I do it every time. He is terrified of me.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm terrified of you because I don't know what you're gonna fucking say half the time.
Yo, y'all remember Air Bud, like the creepy clown from that movie? Blue looks like him.
Yeah, Blue is one of those guys. I'm glad we don't need to talk on the internet, right? I don't
like that hairline.
I don't think I'd want to have like a sit down with him over scotch or something. I don't know.
Like, here's
I'd smoke a
here's
bowl
the
with
post
Blue.
if you wanna read some of the crazy crap Matt has said to me.
Now, if you want to read crazy crap to us on stream, go into the depths and read us what you see.
Yeah, no. Steve will kick me if I read what's in the depths.
Don't ask what's in the depths, Steve. It's better than the viewers.
Yeah, I don't want. I keep him in the depths.
No, I need to find that Photoshop I did of Matt Bell. Hold up.
You people aren't afraid of me. You would hang out with me. Come on.
Yeah, I'd hang out with
you look like a dude who would sit at a playground and twirl candy in his fingers. No offense.
Oh God.
And you look like a guy who I hope gets cancer.
I am a potato.
There we go.
What the fuck?
Why do I look like
I am very high in
Why?
starch.
Tell me why I look like that. Tell me why. Why do I look
It's the way your lips are shaped, that 12 o'clock shadow in your hairline.
Okay.
Well, he's working on the 12 o'clock shadow, right? We just heard him shaving a minute ago.
Yeah.
Right?
You need to get like the hand.
See what you look like there, Adonis.
See, if this debate would have been on Kent's channel,
Let's see
or
what
at
you
least
look like there, Adonis Cyborg.
Or if they, all right, guys. If this debate would have been on Kent's channel, or they would have uploaded, we would have been able to at least go on there and find people commenting, and at least ask them to come in, which would have been kind of nice. I cannot find a single person that wants to support Kent. Not one.
What a fucking shock. Like,
well,
I do, but kind of ironically.
I do take offense when I say I hope you die, Cyborg. I really do. You're a fuckwad,
Hey, man, I was just messing with you.
Guys, stop. Guys, stop.
Steve's getting triggered.
Yeah.
Steve's getting real triggered. We gotta protect his feels.
I was just about to apologize. Like, honestly, I didn't mean any of that shit I said. I'd say the same
Cyborg,
thing
quit
myself.
triggering people.
Cyborg, let it go.
Quit triggering people.
Okay, so.
Oh, hey, Thad.
Anyways, back to the hangout. Now I forgot what was this hangout about? What was this? The flood? Was that what?
Every time I join, I swear.
Well, it's about something else now.
Oh yeah,
the people that watched it on General Solo's channel, generally, I think the vast majority of them obviously they know General, and so they obviously know the Great Debate community, and they probably sided with the fact that it wasn't on a global flood. Very few people believe the global flood, so that's why right now it's very hard to actually get anybody that would probably say that the flood was global, or they thought that Kent did better. But I would like to. I just never am able to. I mean, all these after shows, I'm never able to get somebody that supports Kent. I don't know.
Maybe they just don't speak up.
All right, Steve. I'll pretend to support Kent. I don't know. Maybe not.
No,
Not
I
really.
don't want,
No. Oh
I don't
man,
want
that
big
lasted.
supporters.
That lasted real
Yeah.
fucking long.
Is that looks like Max Hangs Out? Who is that?
It is Max Hangs Out.
Oh, okay.
He loves this.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty awesome. I was like, dude, that just totally looks like Max. That is pretty awesome, actually. Yeah. Present that, so the
I've
audience
reached
can-
that point in the hangout where I just start screen sharing Photoshops.
Max under the sea. His Led Zeppelin T-shirt.
Yep. Oh, I actually have quite a bit more of Max. Let me see if I can find it as you guys are talking. Oh man.
Hey, we got room in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we got room for one. And Justin doesn't have a mic, but he's in the group chat. So.
Hey, okay. So as long as we're talking about this topic, I'd like to broadcast my branding effort. So Robert and I are trying to refer to young Earth creationism as neo-Asherianism to kind of make it sound like a bizarre, odd third world belief. So when it comes up, when you start referring to young Earth creationism, call it neo-Asherianism. So Usher.
I don't know what that means.
Okay.
Maybe you can explain the reason behind using that term. Yeah.
The bishop Usher started this chronology, 4004 or whatever it was, BC of the creation of the earth. So that would be Asherianism, and we call it neo-Asherianism because neo is a modifier. Because young Earth creationists will say, no, I don't really believe in Usher's teachings. So we'll reply, okay, but you believe it kind of modified Usher's teachings, which is neo-Asherianism. So that's what it is.
Well, how do you get Asherianism out of Usher?
What Usher, Asherianism, so it's based on his name.
So it's not Assyrianism, it's Asherianism.
Yeah. Would it be neo-Usherism?
Yeah, sure, you can call it that.
Yeah.
Was it either or?
Yeah. So that's our branding effort. I've gotten a few people to do it. It's pretty fun. I hear it.
Good luck with that, I guess.
Yeah.
I think Robert actually brought it up in the debate.
I mean, it's not inaccurate, I don't think. It sounds like it kind of fits.
Yeah, no, I can kind of see that a little bit.
God, Blue is fucking savage.
He's really not. He thinks he is, but you know, I've heard this shit for 12 years straight. It doesn't really fuck with me anymore.
Doesn't bother you? No.
No, that means I was hearing this in grade school when I was 5.
Guys, we're not here about your little beef with each other.
Oh well, you know, it's not a little beef. Well, you're right. It's just a little beef from a little.
There ain't nothing little about his.
Little fucking coward who won't have a camo.
All right, there you go. Bye bye.
Wow.
Jesus, Steve's
I didn't
triggered.
mean to start shit. I'm sorry, Steve.
Hashtag free
That's okay.
Blue.
Blue's been ejected before. It wasn't the first time. Would be the last.
I tried to make a joke, and my joke was in poor taste, and now Lou lost his shit. I mean, Blue.
I love this image. Pew
does. Pew is great for the attitude of the chat.
So that's
that's like well,
is that his harem? Is
like
that Max's harem?
Yeah, no, Max's harem. Yep, indeed.
Yeah, I can see that.
Hello.
Look at that grid he's got though.
Hi, Nestle.
Hi. Well, I didn't get to watch the Hangouts.
Who did?
Another one.
Debate.
Yeah, no.
How did it go? How did it go?
It was early this morning, and I was expecting to get a message saying that they had confirmed it. I didn't get that. I got one an hour before I got up from IT department, but or Ken's IT guy, but it was already started, so I didn't know anything about it, to be honest with you. I knew that they were going to get back to me on it, but they hadn't confirmed yet. Yeah, Dragon, I'm going to get you a link right now.
I mean, I have no idea how I missed the debate, considering I had my email open and was up at 1.
Well, I mean, it was probably done this morning because you know when I checked it said streaming 2 hours, streamed 2 hours ago.
Hey, my friend just pointed this out to me about the
that
debate.
image,
This was a pretty funny part of it where Ken was like, battery low, device needs to charge. Hey Steve, what does that mean? Did you guys see that?
Oh, God,
really?
What?
Yeah, that guy.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Well, no. Okay.
Hey,
you know, at the beginning of it, right? He was able to screen share, but then afterwards, because I watched some of it. After he goes back on his name because apparently he was on, he was using Steve's name, so he had to go out, whatever. And he's like, how do I screen share?
Steve is a tech guy, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. How do I screen share? You didn't. You did it before, but now you don't know how to do it.
Yeah, I think the tech guy had set up for him.
Yeah, he's not really technologically
Adept.
Adept, yeah.
It's not his computer that needs to evolve. It's Kent.
Exactly. Yeah, he's made that joke many times.
So
I was to wait till my headset evolved, and I was like, "Are you serious?"
I scrolled through the Hangout. It was so early. I was too busy having sex. Sorry. So I just kind of scrolled.
Anybody we know?
We know how you are. Yeah.
Yeah. No, my wife was kind of
Anybody we know?
pissed about last night, so I had to like do stuff. So yeah.
Oh,
That's what that was.
Hey, she approved it. That shit happens.
I thought she approved it. I thought fucking wrong.
Yeah,
But I said, look, bitch, we got bills to pay. So
I fucking love the image he has. He's Buzz, and so I'm just noticing it now.
oh, you just gonna say this?
Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the thing, Drag. Now here's the thing, though, and I'm not going to get into technical details here about what occurred last night. Let's keep it under wraps. But if she does the same thing to pay the bills,
I'm just like, bitch, do what you gotta do.
all that kinetic energy under the bed. Powers
that's
the
how
way.
dude, that's how I was. I'm telling you, I'm be the same way. I'd be like, oh, honey, you know what? Yeah, you know what? Do what you got to do, man. Let's get some income coming in.
But on a good note, she went to an impromptu job interview, and so I sent her a text message. So I'm like, either she's sucking this guy's dick or she got the job, or both. So I don't know.
I'm just saying, if you guys want naked pictures of Drag's wife, $5 a pop. There you go.
$5. Oh my god.
This isn't a sperm bank. Come on.
Oh god.
Shit, that was funny. That last night was so fun. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to derail, but that shit was so funny.
No, that was amazing. That was the best derail yet.
Oh man, yeah. So I scrolled through the debate. I was like, okay, General's fucking putting a hurting on him. So I hear General laying out his idea of the flood. He has facts. He has figures. I'm just kind of scrubbing the video. General's explaining shit. Then Kent Hovind's go, oh well, I already. It's very clear right here in the text. And I'm like, is he gonna pull up a fucking translation? Can I see some Koine Greek? Can you read me some fucking Hebrew, Kent? Nope. Go fucking scroll some more. Go look at fucking General.
Kent doesn't do Hebrew.
He doesn't. Well, how the fuck does he know what's in the fucking book?
He doesn't matter.
He just goes by the English.
Matter to him.
He goes by what the king
English.
thought he liked.
How the fuck would he know if he doesn't know how to read the original goddamn language?
He doesn't care.
That's
Yeah,
so
he doesn't like
stupid.
To him,
A lot of people.
I know.
it doesn't matter. He even said, "Why read the Hebrew?"
Okay.
What?
I think
Wait. Oh, wait, General.
Did you miss that part? He actually, General had brought it up to him.
There's a video. Are you talking about the video that General put on his channel where he's arguing with another evangelist, and the evangelist is listening to Kent say this stuff and just dying laughing on the radio? I think some kind of radio show.
I don't vaguely. No, but this was in the debate right now, this morning.
Oh God.
Kent said the Hebrew doesn't matter, and
what?
General's like,
he literally was just like, no, I don't care. I don't care about the Hebrew.
I don't care about the Hebrew.
Every atheist in the room understand how stupid that is, but not Kent.
Dude, every Jew listening went, what?
Oh my!
I've been an atheist
for
for
a
years.
year.
About
Every
that
Jew
shit.
listening went, oy vey.
Dragon, Kent actually has a reason for that. It's his position of a KJV onlyism. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's basically the view that you don't need the Hebrew because God preserved his word in the King James Bible, and that the translation itself is actually inspired. So that would be why he would say something like that.
That's utterly stupid.
Wait. Hold on. So it's not a translation. Sorry, go ahead.
No, what the original, like, okay, let's put on our Christian hats for a second.
Yeah.
If the original people who wrote the fucking thing with the closest thing we have there, wouldn't that be the most accurate, the most divine, the most pinpoint, fucking precise way of us trying to ascertain that information?
Yeah, definitely.
I don't understand. That's just
stupid. You just gotta take half of what everyone said and just fuck it.
Oh, just throw it like whatever.
How is the King James inspired, but not like the Greek or the Hebrew? Those weren't inspired. Those guys just write whatever they wanted.
The language that the fucking people spoke during the goddamn time. Like I'm sorry. I can't.
Richard, how does that work? I mean, the Hebrew was not inspired.
I think Kent would say that the original autographs were inspired, but we don't have those. We only have copies of them. So now, he would say like, yeah, exactly. But he would say that the KJV was God inspiring another translation or something. So
to get it right because it was messed up before. Why did God let it get messed up before?
Yeah, man. So the original copy, God looked at it. He's like, "Oh, well, I fucked up again, just like the flood. Here, let's retranslate it."
It's like, nah, bro, nah, we can't do that. No,
And why is it the English? Why is it the English? Are we like preferred language? Why not the King James Chinese version?
Well,
why can't we worship Korean Jesus?
I've actually heard him say that there could be inspired translations of other languages, but he doesn't know what they are.
He'll switch to those positions when he needs to.
But the problem with that is linguistically, that certain things don't translate.
Yeah, that's a good point.
We don't. This is common knowledge. If you were to read something in like some language like Korean or Chinese, it would not make any sense. It's sometimes it's like, okay, they have phrasing and usages that we just don't use, right? Mexico's the same way.
It's literally backwards.
I don't understand how do you take a compilation of a book that is a compilation, right? And it is from a group of people who fucking made said compilation, and then tell them that the translation of what they fucking made is more correct than the shit that they fucking made.
I mean, honestly, if you like learned Hebrew and you tried to read the shit, I feel like it would be like listening to Yoda speak a paragraph. It'd be confusing as fuck because there would be so many weird things going on.
Ooh, created in one day, he did.
I mean, it seems like you can make any like post hoc fucking conclusion from what Ken's saying. Like that seems like
one day it took.
Yeah.
Dragon Knight, to your point, if you read the preface of the 1611 KJV, you'll find that they said pretty much exactly what you said. Like, we're going off of these manuscripts, and basically, if new manuscripts arise, then they would have changed their mind. So the authors or the translators of the KJV didn't have this KJV only mindset. They had just an honest translator's mindset, like any other NASB or something like that.
Richard, have you ever heard of a case where the copies or the subsequent one, the antecedents, were more correct than the originals? I mean, how does that even work?
What do you mean?
Well, let's say there's original manuscripts that we don't have of the Bible, but we have things that were first or second century, copies. Okay, all of a sudden we have like 1600 years later the King James version. That's going to be a copy of a copy of a copy kind of thing. When has the later versions ever been more accurate than the originals? Because you always get copying errors. You never go back in time and fiction unless you do a whole rewrite from the original.
Steve, have you ever seen the movie Multiplicity?
Vaguely.
That movie's old, which shows my age. I'm like, but anyways, in that in that movie, that the thing that you said happens. You know what I mean? The guy makes a few clones of himself. I do. I remember. Can't remember his name. The actor.
As a general principle, you would expect that to be true. But what KJV onlyists will say is that there are different streams of tradition. Like they'll appeal to the Texas Receptus, and they'll think that is the superior tradition. So even though it has later manuscripts, so yeah.
But what is Kent's primary argument for it? I mean, he always asserts it, but I never really hear him give a good argument beyond God made it that way.
He's actually appealed to Gail Riplinger's work a lot of times.
Jesus.
Yeah, exactly.
She's a nut job.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he tried using that acrostic algebra crap. Crossed my mind. I was like, you've got to be out of you. This is dumb fuckery to an extreme.
So how did General not begin cutting himself as he heard Kent saying this?
How do you know he did it? Have you seen his forearms, dude?
Okay, well, we're going to have to see your forearms, General, because
couple slices.
How do you not how do you not lose faith in your faith with people like Kent?
Because people listen to Kent.
I did.
People listen to Kent. I can tell you right now, I had a coworker that referred me to Ken Hovind and some of his arguments in his podcast, and it was shocking because it's like about the last person, the very last person I would listen to about anything on Christianity, the very last. And this is at the tip of this guy's tongue, and that's scary. You know, it's really, really scary.
I get that all the time in Facebook groups, man. All the time.
Yeah. Well, I guess I expect G-Man to look up to Ken Hovind as a fucking or
I'm a masochist of the mind, right? I like to find the weirdest shit on the internet. Well, I found a Christian furry group on Facebook.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it's only
that's a thing. That is in fact a thing.
Most groups on Facebook by now they know who I am, right? I'm involved in a lot of different groups, but
wow, Steve, you're humble.
I'm popular.
Steve is friends with Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, we go way back. Yeah, we go way back.
I wouldn't be surprised.
When you go into a new group where there's some new people, they're like, well, have you read this by Ken Hovind, or have you what do you ever heard of somebody named Fuzz Rana? And I'm like, yeah, we know, yes, yes, been there, done that.
We know.
We know you've done that, Steve.
Been there, done that.
Well, I mean, he mentioned Gail Rippler. That's, oh my God, she's a nut job. So when somebody says, oh, have you read her stuff? Oh yeah, let's talk about acrostic algebra and how dumb that is.
Acrostic algebra?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that is.
A few years ago, I met a friend of mine's mother, and I was talking a little about apologetics to her, and she was like, "Oh, have you heard of Kent Hovind? He's got this great seminar series. We own all the videos."
Oh God.
Oh no.
Acrostic algebra is a way you take like the NIV, NSB, or whatever the acronyms are for the Bibles, and you basically put them all to. You basically manipulate those letters, and you end up with what did she come up with? Something is sin, or
yeah, it was something like Satan or sin or something.
That's fucking stupid.
Yeah, it was really strange, right? And she actually had to change one of the Bibles. She actually had to change the name of the Bible to make it work out right.
Oh my god! She couldn't figure out a way to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, what? That's.
So dumb.
I have to do that. Then that's how honest it is.
You know what? That's it. I'm changing to the bleach pew.
I mean, honestly,
here's something that I don't know if you guys know. So on the cover of Gail Riplinger's book, she has a G.A. Riplinger, and that actually stands for God and Riplinger.
No,
you guys
that's gotta be that.
Come on, no, you're messing with us.
No, that's true. I got that.
She's a nutter, dude.
Yep. God
but Ken supported her at one time. I mean, you remember the whole radio. You remember the whole radio station thing, Richard? When he actually was being interviewed on a radio, and I think it was it James White at the time? I think it was, but they were talking about Gail, and I'm trying to remember the actual interview. Does not strike a bell?
James White hasn't interviewed Ken.
Oh, that's what it was. There you go. That's what it was. Thank you. What happened was. He had said that James had called into the station, and that James like, no, that's not what happened, and he was totally recounting the story incorrectly. Yeah, that's what it was. James was like, no, that didn't happen.
Yeah, he was a guest on the show, and Gail Riplinger told Kent that he just called in. He was just
yes, he was a guest. He was a guest on the show, and then Gail said that he had actually called in to try to talk to Kent or something like that. And it's like, no, I was a guest on the show. I was the person they were interviewing, something along those lines. But yeah, all I remember is like that Kent totally twisted that all to hell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Justin is asking if anyone here has been to Dinosaur Adventureland.
No.
What?
Kent Hovind theme park, I think. Kent Hovind.
No, but Kent Hovind has actually asked me to donate to Dal, and I was like, "You're out of your fucking mind."
Wait. Have you seen
that's thing in Florida? Never going to happen.
Have you seen the?
Well, he was kind of in jest. He was in jest because, we are getting some views out of it. But he's like, so that means you're gonna donate to Dinosaur Adventureland. I'm like, no, that's
right after I donate.
Wait, have y'all seen? Y'all know the Ark exhibit, right?
Yes.
At some point, they set up a rainbow set of lights that covered the
Oh,
entire. And somebody captioned that Ken Hovind's big gay boat ride adventure.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was funny. That's like asking me, hey Steve, you gonna go to the KKK square dancing thing tonight?
Do you guys know?
You know, I would
Do you
not be
guys know-
surprised if the KKK still square dance.
Yeah.
Do you guys know the
Big
Love
thing about
Boat song? The Love Boat
Square
song.
dance with their
The
cousin.
Love Boat. Oh yeah, Paula Gia said just like Eric wanted to give him $5,000 to help his movie. I'm like, damn.
No,
So wait,
actually,
I gotta ask Paula Gia, you got tickets, I guess, to the movie, but he doesn't want to like pay for anything else, like to get you up there to be a critic. Is that what happened? Because we tried getting him tickets, and I guess he got 2 tickets, but I don't know the whole story on it.
Yo, by the way, Pew, you look so happy to be ready to just kill yourself with
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that antifreeze? Or is that bleach?
Clorox.
It's
I can't see.
Clorox.
Oh, it's bleach. Okay, it's covered up by the panel.
You're like, I'm so ready for this. I just one stupid thing, and I'm chugging.
Oh, he wants $5,000. Wait. He wants $5,000 for the tickets. You've got to be out of
Wait,
I told him this misconstrued what Paul had written on his page. Then I thought I had saw him tweet to him because I was on the tweet, and I thought Eric said, "Okay, here you go, his 2 tickets." But now he said he wants $5,000 for the ticket.
What?
Did you tell him how many dicks he could eat?
How about this? I none of my suicide pew images are enough for this. I need to take a minute.
I would think that he would want. I think he would want a critic to come
Time to get
review it.
creative, Pew.
You know.
I mean, not even Richard Dawkins. I mean, I remember looking at Richard Dawkins and like, you can have a dinner with him
Yeah.
for like $1,000, and I'm like, okay, sure, whatever. But $5,000 for one.
Oh, well, I get that though. I get Richard Dawkins. Those things are fundraisers. Those are sit downs. I get that. He has a foundation. No problem at all. This is for a freaking movie that we know Paula G is going to rip apart as soon as he sees it.
Yeah.
And yet Eric, Eric doesn't want that to happen because he's already shown that Eric probably is not being too honest about his money for the.
He's a con artist. Seems like he's a con artist.
Snake oil salesman.
Paul made a very good argument of why is he asking for money for distribution? They should be giving him money.
We should stop saying snake oil salesman and start saying Bible salesman.
Well, no, he does sell snake oil.
Vitamin B.
Exactly.
Though is the question.
Vitamin KB82.
And I don't think Paula Gia had heard that until I brought that up, that the FDA had given him a warning. I think that kind of shocked you in Paula Gia. I think Paula Gia needs to make a video on that.
Oh, speaking of which, he is here.
Oh, God damn it. Who let him in? No, I'm just kidding. So, Paul, he wants $5,000, dude.
Yeah, so I've been going back and forth with him about like what it would take to get invited to the premiere. Now, I understand the premieres in the movie industry, premieres are not the same as press screenings. But I don't think he's going to have press screenings because most bad movies don't have press screenings because you don't want reviews out.
But that's a private showing for the press, right?
Yeah, and press screenings typically happen in every major city in North America. So, like with Star Wars, for example, like literally every city, has press screenings for local reviewers. Eric's not going to have press screenings, so I've been pitching him, can I come to the premiere so that I can review this movie early? And finally, he got back to me with like, yeah, here's if you do this, I'll give you if you donate $5,000 to my fund, which is currently at $50,000, by the way, out of the $500 he wants. He would give me. I don't know if you guys saw the graphic. What most of my followers are really laughing at is there's different levels of support, and the first level, if I give him $5,000, is also a thank you email, which everyone's like, that's what everyone's laughing. Is really, you're listening? But what I was really tempted to respond was one of the things you also get for $5,000 is dinner with Eric.
Does he suck you off while you're there?
What I wanted to reply was, how much extra is it to not have dinner with Eric?
Oh my God! So you just said he got $50,000 so far out of the $500,000 he wanted. I thought it was $250,000. Now it's double that. Wasn't it $250,000?
It started at 350. Now it's at 500.
350. Okay, so 5,000. So if he doesn't get that, let's assume for argument that he only gets 50,000. If he then does have the distribution and he does get it all out there, how is he going to explain that away?
Well, he's not going to bother because he has already, like, they've posted a video already signing the distribution agreement, and he just blew it off. Basically, what he's saying now is that more cities, that the more money he gets, the more cities they can go to. I think he's trying to hold out the carrot now that, but he's not giving specifics because I know he already signed it.
Did you see me ask him? Did you see me ask him for the? I asked him for the distribution contract. Was I out of line for that?
He has.
Was I out of line for that? Should be something that's public if he's asking for money.
Interestingly, this is the same distribution company that is Genesis History used.
But should that not be public if he's asking for money? Was I out of line by asking for that?
Absolutely. I mean, but GoFundMe doesn't make you, obviously.
Right. He's under no obligation to do so. I'm not saying that, but I would think that it's somebody asking for that, and especially donors, right? If all his donors asked him for that agreement, he should make that public.
Well, absolutely, but obviously, like, these people are treating it like the plate coming around the church pew, which actually was my response to Eric. My response to him was, when I used to go to church, they didn't ask the visitors to put anything in the collection plate, right? If you want non-believers to watch, you don't ask the non-believer for donation. So.
Yeah,
but then he's like, well, this isn't a ministry thing. It's like, well, yeah, it is the way you're asking your donation. Anyway, he's just going to pocket this money. It makes zero difference to the distribution deal, obviously.
Yeah.
Because they signed him when he was at 1%. So this is just his last chance to ask people for money, because once it's in theaters, you can't ask them for money anymore.
Right. So
at that point, he's already pretty much fleeced what he can get, and he doesn't care at that point.
Right.
Did he say that this movie was supposed to be for the? Wait, did he say this movie was supposed to convert the non-believer kind of thing, or is this just to placate his? That's what I thought. Okay.
Well, he's calling it the greatest gospel message ever put on film.
Whoa.
And when he does that, he always has Ray Comfort's segment playing underneath. So I'm like, we've all seen Ray Comfort. We know.
Well, yeah. Well, Ray Comfort's bananas argument was flawless. I mean, you can't beat that. That convinced me. Obviously.
Anyway, so he does not want. Obviously, he's not interested in what I think or what other people are going to think in terms of having this message out there. Yeah, and I was pretty insulted that he was gonna, ask me for $5,000 to his stupid charity in quotes.
I can't get $1 for him to be a Patreon. He's asking for $5,000. You see this shit?
Yeah. Well, he wanted me to ask my followers to raise the money. I'm like, screw that. I'm not helping you.
Someone's got
what the hell? Is he not living in reality? Does not he knows your channel? He knows that you're very much anti-young.
No. Yeah, well, he gave me an answer he knew that was going to go nowhere. I mean, so he was tired of this thing getting retweeted around there and him not answering.
This is a way of shutting it down.
This is what they do. They don't care if you are criticizing them unless they're getting out of something. They're getting money, for example.
So when this comes out, Paul, if somehow you will be able to see it at some point.
At some point, yeah. I'll probably have to fly to the States to do it. But.
Okay, but let's say you find a way to there's a bootleg copy, whatever. Do what you got to do.
Sure.
Now, if you were to say, hey, Eric, I've seen this now. Will you come on and let's discuss it? If he thinks this movie is any good, he should welcome that chance, right? Because that's people defend their movies. But do you think he's going to do that? No.
Well, what is the movie about?
The movie is it's a 3D animated depiction of how they think Genesis chapter 1 went.
Dinosaurs.
It should be good, I guess.
I think I have already seen it on Family Guy.
Jurassic Park.
I think I've already seen it in Family Guy. You do know what I mean?
But this is yes. But they think they're advertising it that way. but based on the shot count, this is where they're going to fall apart with me because I've worked in this industry a lot. Their shot count for their animated thing, if I add it up, is really only about 35 minutes of content, of animated content. And in their promos, they're definitely showing like Ken Ham and Georgia Purdom and Ray Comfort. Like, this has got to be mostly interviews. Like, there's 35 minutes worth of animation, as best I can tell.
How long's the movie?
Well, I assume it's 88 minutes or something. Like, I assume it's.
Okay, so we'll go 90 minutes or less.
Probably, yeah, right? Like I assume it's whatever. Like most theaters won't carry anything short less than 88, so that's usually why animated movies hit. So out of 90 minutes, he's got 35 minutes of this 3D animation. So the rest of it is talking heads, or motion graphics or something. So that's what the movie's going to be. If you've seen Answers in Genesis, or not Answers, if you've seen Is Genesis History, at least they put their talking heads, in front of the Grand Canyon or something. It doesn't look like they bothered with that. They did it on site at the Creation Museum. It looks like so.
So how much is he putting anywhere near as much money as he claims that this is costing?
I doubt it. Like, he's raised $900,000 as best I can tell. I've added up the different GoFundMe's, and
holy crap,
he's so $900,000 before like the current distribution one, and it's possible his budget is $900,000. I mean, they did buy rendering machines, they bought a render farm, but it's really just been this Ralph guy and a couple of freelancers though. So it would not surprise me if they've spent maybe $400 to $500.
Oh, you there, Paul? Oh, Eric hacked you.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Yeah, we lost you, Paul.
There goes his $5,000.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to convince Paul to go ahead and send him the money.
$500 well spent.
Or at least, almost get a fundraiser for him together. But I don't want Eric to get a dime. It would be a worthy fundraiser to have Paul, get.
Hey, Steve,
to the state to watch it. But
how do you think your followers would react if you came on here and you were like, "Hey guys, I need to raise $5,000 to give to Eric Hovind"?
I'm sure it would go over big. Yeah. Actually, but you know what would be even worse than that? I'd be like, you know what? I want to start a fundraiser for Drainism. Because I've converted to flat Earth. I think that would probably be even worse.
Steve, here's my
What
reaction to
about
that.
Look at you. Yeah.
That took me a little longer than it should have.
Man, I didn't know you were such a large person, Pew. Like that gun is tiny,
dude. Your gut is separated. Your barrels, your barrels have separated. What's up with that?
No, well, what that
That's
is?
a very unsafe.
Oh, I see. It's a pump action. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't see the bottom of it. It's covered by this film strip.
Yeah, the image of Voltaire, the bust cuts off so low that I couldn't show very much of the shotgun if I didn't make it small.
Yeah, it's just cut off by the panel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of these days I'll do something better.
Oh,
this is what I have to do for now.
Geo Streamer, bad joke. He says, "Look at Pew. He's singing into Kurt Cobain's microphone." Oh, that's that's wrong, Geo.
They're not wrong. Wrong. They're not wrong.
Just
well,
wrong.
I mean, it is wrong in the sense that it's
not
too soon. Too soon. It's only been a few.
At least he's not singing into Abraham Lincoln's camera.
Oh God!
What? Did I miss?
I tried to make an Abraham Lincoln brains blown out joke and it fucked up.
So Paul's internet goes to shit sometimes. This actually has happened before. He actually has to wait, then he has to reset the window, then he has to come back. He bitches for a while, then goes back to what he was talking about.
Paul, fix your fucking router.
Canadians, yeah, Canadian internet.
It's that Canadian internet, man.
Steve,
I told you.
Steve, get a camera.
Not this Canadian.
No, I mean Cyborg.
I have a camera.
I meant Cyborg. Get a camera.
I don't want to get a camera. I like not having to worry about a camera turning on when I'm doing my man stuff.
Just get a piece of duct tape for it. You don't want it on.
I don't want to take it off every time I want to use the camera.
So I want to see this movie now. I really do. I didn't see Genesis. The only thing I've seen from it is like I watched on Paul's channel, but Now I kind of want to see this movie by Eric.
I wonder when will the movie be visible? When God says, "Let there be light," or when He creates the first stars?
Well, I mean, it says in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, and then and then
Call's
they
not
go into
full.
detail.
One sec. Paul says call's full. No, it's not full. It had to wait for you to leave so you can come back in, Paul. So now you can come back in.
Hey, have you ever done like a screen share of a video and just kind of commented on it on the GDC? Because that can be an interesting thing to do with this.
No.
Have you ever on a video? Yeah, back in the day, we used to review kind of things. Like deflating. Yeah, just recently we kind of went over deflating atheisms.
Oh God!
But he's all butthurt. Hey, hang on, he's all butthurt. I went to one of his videos he put out the other day, and I just commented. I said, "Look, can you save me the time here? I don't want to sit through 55 minutes of drivel. What's your argument you're making?" And he says like, "Well, if you can't watch it, then I'm just going to block you." And everybody's like, "That's what triggers you to block somebody, TA?"
Yeah, but there's another problem with doing a review. Reviews on YouTube died.
Yeah,
nobody wants that.
Yeah, it's not a big thing anymore. But then DA said, DA said, well, Steve's just he's just a nuisance. I'm like, now you're just trying to hurt my feelings, DA. My feelings. I thought we had something special.
Hey man, that just means you have an effect on him.
And I've asked him. I've said, hey, why don't you come on Drag's channel? Because you love Drag. Go on Drag's channel and talk to him. And I just don't think he's going to.
No. If he's upset by the little like poking that you gave him, he's not going to make it.
He is a special snowflake. I'm telling you. I was I was kind of taken aback. I'm like, this is what triggers you? Like seriously?
The funny part about being a special snowflake is all snowflakes are special, so none of them are.
Oh,
don't tell him that.
There's a way of looking at it.
Now you just gave him no reason to live now.
Oh, don't worry.
Paul's back. I told you. Paul's the internet goes to shit. He has to wait. He comes back in. All right.
I'm in the lovely Rocky Mountains where the view is beautiful, but the internet is terrible. So,
welcome back.
But the view.
Yeah, it's so easy, right? So easy to move.
No, come on. The view is better in an American slum. Come on.
Well, if I didn't have kids, I might have moved. But yeah.
Because we know that's all you could afford with your Canadian money.
Have you hit 5,000 subs yet, Paul? I mean, I know you broke 3. Are you pushing 4 or 5 yet?
I hit 4K. I hit 4 this morning.
4K.
Nice.
It took 7 days for the last 1,000. I was pretty excited about that. So
Check it out, man. Paul has exceeded like everybody as far as like when they get to the community. He is like he's only been in like what 4 months, 5 months. I don't know.
January. So it's I know
January?
it feels like longer, but yeah, January.
Really good
7
production
months.
value. That's the secret.
Hey, but did I not predict this?
Oh,
I don't know what you predicted. You predict a lot of things.
I did. But I predicted
you said I was going to get 1,000.
He doesn't predict as much as
I failed on that one. Yes, Pew still needs to get 1,000. I think I said by the end of the year, didn't I, Pew?
No, that's not what you said to me originally, motherfucker.
I don't know. Yeah, Pew, I don't know why Pew. Yeah, I can't get Pew. I can't get him subs. I don't know. I'm sorry.
I wonder why. It's not like my content is shit or anything, right?
Oh God. Well, I'm still trying to break that 3. So yeah.
You don't just tell people to sub. That's not how it works.
Yeah, it is. So sub.
Says the person who
Why,
had thumbnail. No, fuck off. No, you had thumbnails that said "click this shit, bitch."
Yeah, exactly.
That works. Though.
Yeah, it did work.
Where's that KC? Where's your trailer from KC?
Well, let's see. What is this today? Monday. He should have it up today. He said by after the weekend. You want me to just tweet to me?
I don't know. He's got about 50K, right? And
55,000. 58,000.
The whole video is based on subscribing to you. So hopefully it bumps you up.
Yeah, well, yeah, but he's okay. He's had other videos like this before where he's done shout outs. Some of those channels are still at like less than 1,000. So, but that was a while ago. That was like a long time ago. So I don't know how people actually, go to do these shout outs when people do, but
but this shout out is to go see more KC. It's not actually, no one cares about you, Steve.
I know.
If you want more KC.
Don't kill yourself, please. Look, I have subscribed now.
Yay!
I said, do you think your video might be done by the end of the weekend? He said, certainly. That was on July 21st.
Yeah. He has a life the rest of us don't, apparently. So
yeah, no, I know he's a busy guy. I mean, I get that, but the debate's not to the 11th. That's 10 days from now, so it's still got shelf life.
Oh, I can't wait for it. Part 3. Will there be a
So
part
what's the
4?
format?
Part 3.
Never know.
Steve, what's the format for this one? Is there opening statements and stuff, or what?
There's just going to be a quick opener, and then there's going to be a free for all back and forth.
Those are the best. Is having to do it all in different pairings.
Yeah.
Pew, did you get done uploading that video of 10 hours of
God,
man
yeah,
activating?
it failed overnight.
It failed.
Yeah, like I don't know what the fuck happened.
You could try again, unless you lost it.
No, I got the video. I got the video still. It's just the upload. Just like nah. That's about how that went.
Yeah, it decided no, too much stupid or whatever.
No.
Let's see. I still need to subscribe to Pew Review.
Oh, please do, my guy.
Yeah.
I just did.
And maybe he will take that shotgun out of his mouth.
I don't know. We'll see about that.
Oh God, the autoplay is on. Go away.
Please subscribe. He needs more than 300 subs, or else he will kill himself.
It's already gonna happen. Don't you see that shotgun?
Here we go. Hold on. I'm getting something.
And everybody who wears a beret is gonna kill themselves.
It's not a fucking beret.
It's an
Sorry,
ass,
it's a golf.
It's an ass. No, it's an ass cock hat.
Fuck you.
It looks. What is that?
Ascot's cap, my guy.
I told you, it's an ass cock hat.
Jesus, fuck off. Oh God.
I mean, it's shaped like the tip of a penis.
See?
Oh, clearly.
It's like Skylar Fictions.
Talk
It's
about
like
pump
sort of
action.
from an angle, but still.
It's a dishonest hat.
Talk about pump action.
God, yeah. Hold up, I'm working on the bleach one. I fucked up one of the layers.
What are you using? Fire alpaca?
No, I'm using Photoshop.
Oh, I was gonna suggest MS Paint next.
Oh God.
That's what I use.
Apologia, do you approve of that choice?
No, actually, I don't.
Hey man, I've been using it since I was 12. It only makes sense.
Yeah, you could at least upgrade to Paint.net or GIMP.
Hey, GIMP.
You're a GIMP.
So Drag
I
was
would be a GIMP for the right woman.
Oh.
Was that Mr. Intelligent Design chat your largest? Like, what was your audience like? I missed it live. I watched it since.
It was like 60-something people sat and listened to Mr. Intelligent Design make an ass of himself for about an hour and a half.
Can I please have a link? Can I please have a link to that?
You really want to link to that? Like,
Yeah, I've watched it twice since. I mean, it's
you
great.
watched the whole thing twice.
No, just the Mr. Intelligent Design part. Well, yeah, just that. You had a whole 4-hour hangout, so I couldn't do the whole thing. But
Oh, so you listened to so you listened to 2 hours of him talking.
to 2 hours of him being insane, and it's just
Dragon. Just if you can.
Hold on, let me go to my channel.
Yeah,
I think it's like
I don't know why you're asking Midnight if he wants to see it. It's clear that he's willing to see a lot of things.
oh my goodness.
I stopped watching after Fiona started eating his ass.
Not in a good way.
Not in the
No,
good.
not
Okay, so I renamed the video so I remember G-Logic Volume 5 / Mr. Not So Intelligent Design.
Yeah. Wow, so clever.
This next
Back to
Photoshop's
my-
gonna be fucking.
Thank
edgy.
you.
Holy
Back
shit.
to 2004, we go. Mr. Not So Intelligent Design.
Immutable. Immutable was in there. Cool. I like Immutable.
He had to leave because I think he was getting brain cancer or something like that. I think he said.
I don't believe.
I don't remember specifically, but I think it was brain cancer.
Was this
right around the
something where
time?
you said my laugh sounds like a broken lawnmower?
Kind of.
Yeah. Like he's in the chat somewhere because I saw him commenting on earlier, and I'm like, I can't. He's such a nice guy, but his head is so far up his ass. I'm pretty sure he can taste fucking chitlins for the rest of his life.
Nah, man, he's just.
See, that's it. That's it. That's it. Like I felt like
I'm sorry.
remove the cap. You need to remove the cap, Hugh.
The second release.
You forgot to remove the cap.
I felt like drinking bleach.
Sorry, Steve.
We're not advocating anybody drinking bleach, by the way. I just want to throw that out there. You children watching, well, why if you're under 18, don't watch my stuff anyways.
I'm advocating it. Clean out your insides, you know.
Just end it all. Just end it all.
That was the equivalent of sitting and trying to have a conversation with a guy telling you that the probability can go up to 3.
By the way,
you didn't get that far yet, have you?
If someone's creative, you know what else that looks like.
Yeah. It doesn't require creativity.
I really can't give Mr. Intelligent Design that much time anymore. I like Edgar, I do, but I just can't keep going down this rabbit hole with him.
How can you do that with Hovind?
Well, Hovind's different.
How?
Because he brings in the views.
Yeah, well, and it's. I mean, at least Hovind, we know his argument. I don't even understand Edgar's argument. His argument is so wrong. It's not even wrong. It's just. It's freaking potato.
It keeps changing.
hey, potatoes are great.
I mean, nobody understands. Not even pseudo understands Edgar's argument fully. I mean, he's probably understands it the best, but even he's like, yeah. At some point, you just hit this epistemic wall and go, I have no idea. I'm done. Agent Stone satellite.
Oh fuck no.
He has no way of telling between something that is just incoherent and too sophisticated. Like there's no way for him to discern between the two. So what he does is that he offers something that's completely incoherent and claims it's just too sophisticated. There's no one else can understand it, including yeah, that's exactly what he does. And that's why I asked him that question. And he said, well, I'll conduct an experiment. I'm like, if you can't understand it, how do you fucking make an experiment?
Yeah, I mean, the only other logical conclusion would be that he's the smartest person on the entire planet, and everybody's too stupid to understand his argument.
If you ask him,
I think he did that. Yeah, I'll tell you right now.
So the inside of his head is like the outside of Stephen Hawking's body.
Basically.
Mr. Intelligent Design is nobody knows intelligence like he does.
He will tell you. He will tell you that he has no.
That may be true. He doesn't know intelligence like everyone else.
What track?
Oh no, he
says the Darth.
He'll tell you that he has no peer, and I found that very interesting because I thought he just kind of said it. It was like kind of a, like a throwaway, whatever. Yeah, but he's seriously, because he labels himself a discoverer, and so scientists can't remark on his discoveries because they're not discoverers.
Well, he's special.
He is special. Like
his own family has told him he's full of shit, though.
When he runs into a problem, so I noticed something. When he runs into a problem, he just creates another category for him to operate in. If he can't be a scientist, he'll just be a discoverer. If he can't supply evidence for his claims with mathematics, he'll create a new form of math. If he can't find any kind of parallels with what he wants to explain in the realm of biology, he'll just create new terms and new scenarios.
You'll create a new math, so 2 plus fish equals waffle.
Yeah, he will do that.
I can guarantee it. You can go to any biologist and ask him what a biological interrelation. What does he call it? Interrelation, and they'd be like, "We have no idea." And it just.
No. Explain to me how he makes a new math. Like, is it like 2 plus fish equals 80 waffle?
No, a probability of going beyond 0 and 1.
By using supernatural. Yeah, supernatural allows you to go beyond the range of 0 to 1.
So beyond 100% certainty.
I'm sorry, but this isn't Dungeons and Dragons, sir.
Well, we had asked him. I mean, look, my opinion is this: if you want to prove upon existing stuff, go for it. If you want to prove it wrong, go for it. But without a fundamental understanding of the basics of something, nobody can take you seriously. And I think it was a Uology had asked him. Uology it said something like, "What happens if you have a probability density function and you take the integral across this domain, right?" And basically, if you take the integral across the probability density function, you end up with 1. So the range is going to be between 0 and 1. You cannot get lower than 0, which means it will never ever happen. You can't get higher than 1, which means certainty. Okay, that's the limit. You have two constraints on the probability density function, right? It has to be equal to or greater than 0, and it has to be equal to or less than 1. And that's based upon that integral. And he didn't even know what a PDF was. Had no freaking clue. And it's like, look at, even Sam tried to explain to him before what a PDF was. Didn't know. It's like first thing you learn in statistics class. You learn what a probability function is.
Well, even for folks who hadn't taken stats, like I'm one of them, I understand that if an event is going to happen, 100%, that is the probability value for that will be 1. So I asked him because he claimed, I think 200% or 212% or some shit like that for some type of experiment that he was doing. So I said, okay, from 101 to 212, what does that range of values represent? Because I'm confused. If something's going to happen, what is that capturing? And he just went on and explained some shit for like the next 5 minutes that had nothing to do with what I was asking. And
Maybe
everybody was it's funny, a data scientist and fucking microbiologist and I think and mathematician all in the hangout. Nobody knew what the fuck he was talking about.
Maybe he's thinking because, like in economics, you can have like 200%, right? 300%. These are growth rates, right? Profit margins from 1%. Fine. That's something completely different. Maybe he's thinking somehow you can have higher than 100% in that way. And I know he knows that 100% is 1. But maybe, I don't know. I'm trying to read into what he's saying because it doesn't make any sense how he thinks that something now has a range between 1.49 and 3.
See, he's just above all you guys' intelligence. I mean, it's quite
clearly.
Yeah, you just don't grasp this stuff. It's just
we don't grok it.
There.
We don't grok. We don't grok.
I don't grok it. It's grok. I thought it was grok, not grok.
Yeah.
Is it grok?
It was grok. Wasn't it?
You don't use intelligence the same way he does.
Right.
Didn't he have the nerve to say that his thing could not be falsified?
Yeah, he did.
Yes.
Oh, by the way,
What?
hey, Heavy.
Hey, Heavy.
I screamed Heavy's name earlier. I'm happy that Heavy's here.
I'm happy too.
He's like our Gandalf. Right now he's a gray. In a decade he'll be the white.
We could just summon.
Heavy the Grey.
Actually, he's more like Dumbledore.
Dumbledore?
He gets it. He gets it.
I got it, dude.
That explains why he's so close to Harry.
Oh god.
Apology is upsetting this Heavy Holler.
Oh man.
It's okay, Heavy. We all love you. Not in the way you love us, but
I don't know. I haven't seen anything interesting yet. So.
What the hell did you post, Wack? What the hell did you post? You just posted here in the group chat.
What am I looking at? What am I looking here, Drag?
Yeah.
Blue Toven.
Is it Gargamel from the Smurfs?
No, it's Blue Toven.
Oh dear God. Wow. Okay. That's public. That's a public post. Okay. Why would you do such a thing? I don't know.
What? I saw the picture.
I'm sorry. He doesn't look like a
know.
pedo. He looks like he eats babies.
Well,
who is that?
That's Blue.
That's the dude who was talking shit earlier.
I don't know. I think he's kind of badass looking himself.
I mean, yeah, he looks. He does.
I think he shaved a little too much.
I would run from that. I'm not lying.
He looks like
Did
my
he
fellow
shave down the
Drew,
middle of
my
his
guy.
head? Is that shaved? Or is that his natural hair part?
This picture that I have of him is much more applicable after seeing that.
No, seriously, is that a natural part, or is that did he shave down his head? I don't know. He was shaving things. Maybe he just had a razor accident. I don't know.
Possibly.
Did you not realize I posted a screenshot of an image of me from about a week ago?
Oh. I didn't see that.
Yeah, it's kind of up in the side chat there.
Oh, let me go ahead and look.
Yeah, it's called print screen.
Scroll in. Oh, there.
You see it? Yeah.
Oh, there we go. That's kind of about what I expected. You look kind of like Frank.
What?
Oh, maybe it's just the beard.
The beard. Oh, I'm growing that back now. My friend told me to shave it and do the truffle shuffle for $50.
What else are you willing to do for $50?
Oh God, what are you willing to do for?
I don't want. I don't.
Yeah.
no,
What?
no
Drag? What are you willing to do for 100? Oh wait, we already know the answer to that question.
Yeah, I'm pretty
I
sure
mean,
you know
no
the answer.
offense. I'm not being racist or anything, but I don't want a black dude with a big beard ask me what I'd do for 50.
Well, I can cut the beard.
Well, that's not.
You can trim. Yeah.
Well, that takes
He
care
does
of half of his
manscape.
objection.
I mean, I would shave your beard and make it look nice for 50. Not that it doesn't look nice.
Not that it does.
You are not touching that beard. Don't you dare touch
No,
that
man,
beard.
it's like when you trim a bush.
Oh God.
You just take off the trees, dude.
I just trimmed mine not too long ago, and I it sucks because you do lose a little length when you trim it, but it's got to be done, right? So I've got to wait for it to grow back out a little bit, but you have to keep your beard trimmed, and it is a process. It is a process to get a nice goatee like Drag's got.
I had to cut it once for Gus's charity, but now I'm trying to get to grow back so
Yours
that it
grows
doesn't.
fast.
Relatively fast. It depends.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
this is-
mine's probably the same length as yours, but like I said, I just trimmed mine, so mine's a little bit shorter now. But yeah, like I said, you have no choice.
Yeah, I might have to cut it again once I actually start doing more stuff in the lab because having a bunch of facial hair is not the best idea.
Why do we have 75 people watching this talking about your facial hair? I don't. This is weird, people.
Why did we have 30 people watching last night while that shenanigans was going on?
That was strange too.
Sarah kept that hangout alive.
Did you like Clinton?
Oh,
Clinton was
great.
fun.
I loved him.
Was
Clinton
he
was
awesome?
fun.
I love Clinton. He's one of my favorite Facebook friends. Yeah, he's awesome as hell. And well, if you guys don't know what happened, can I tell the story, Drag?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. So check it out, guys. This is true. G-Man decided to put out a rap last night.
Oh God, don't remind
Yeah.
me.
And I have a friend who actually works in the music industry. He is a senior station manager for a radio station. He's worked with hip hop groups, pretty big in the business. And I said it to him. I said, "Hey, dude, can you do me a favor and you just kind of give us a review on this? Let us know what you think." And he's like he couldn't stop laughing. So I said, "Dude, just come on." I go, come on and tell us your opinion. And he came on and he was just like, it was just bad. It was just horrible. He's like this guy should not be doing rap. And G-Man was listening in, and G-Man's like, "Well, why do I really care about Steve's opinion?" And Jack's like, "No, this isn't Steve's opinion. Steve's opinion happens to be the same as a professional in the industry telling you suck, G-Man." Is that basically what happened in a nutshell?
Yeah. Oh no, it was funny because he said that I don't care what Steve has to say, but the professional guy, yeah, I'll take his opinion on
We
board.
said the
I'm like,
exact same thing.
They have the same opinion. Like that doesn't matter. Like what? I didn't understand the separation there. But Landon Taylor, remember I was telling you about last night. If any of you who listen to Graydon Square or G Universe, that collaboration, his rap name, or I guess moniker, is Tombstone the Dead Man, and I have him on Facebook. And so I sent G-Man's rap to him. Mind you, this guy actually he's professional. He says that shit is so whack. Now I have to flush my ears out with real hip hop. Like it was terrible.
The music was too loud. It was over drowning his vocals, and I use the word vocals only as there's no other word to describe. I mean, well, there was a lot of words to describe it, but the vocal track. That's what they call it. It's called a vocal track. But he doesn't know what a downbeat is. He doesn't know what a flow is. He doesn't know. G-Man cannot rap.
Just bad. I learned that back in high school. That's not my thing.
So bad. You want to play it? You want to play it? Go ahead. Do you guys want in live feed? Do you guys want to watch this video? No. I veto. Dude, I've already.
I just came back.
You're drinking bleach. Do we want to take your opinion?
I what? Oh well, fair enough.
What video? I just came back. I just came
back.
I will leave it up to the live chat. We have like 75 people watching. Do you guys want to see G-Man's video?
Yes.
It's like 3 minutes long. I don't mind playing it because it's not content ID, and we're going to review it, so it's fair use. But it is something that's experience.
Just to piss him off.
So we have one yes and one no.
Is that kind of saying like a root canal is an experience?
Well, we have two no's. All right, so who the hell cares what live chat thing it says? Okay, so who wants to play this?
Yeah.
Do it.
Y'all know who? Y'all know Count Olaf from a series of unfortunate events.
Neslick says yes. So Richard's like, I'll give you 50 yen not to play it. Oh, that's 45. That's 49 cents. Do we have? Okay, let's play. Let's do we want to go 75 cents to play it?
I raise you $5. I'm kidding. I don't have $5.
You know, we have a winner. Paul Gia says yes, and so I got to go. Paul Gia has he's got subs.
At least wait until I get this next Photoshop up. It'll just be a second.
Yeah, take your time. Take your time.
I will pay mine.
Eagerly awaiting.
Paul Gia is the badass. You know, with all those subs.
If this isn't impressive, Pew, I'm excommunicating you and unsubbing.
Well, let's see. I think this will be good.
I'll feed you to Blue.
Here, there we go.
Ah! That was worth it.
Hey, Thaddeus, do you want to have your camera on, by the
It's
way?
a fucking toaster.
That's so worth it.
Thaddeus, you never have your camera on.
Oh, Jesus. Hey.
Look at Heavy Hauler losing his shit over there.
Oh, my God. That's depressing.
Feels bad, man.
You could put on something like, "This is how I feel every time I hear someone say evolution is just a theory."
Where's the power? Where's the power cable?
Yeah, see,
I like that he's like grinning while he's about to kill himself.
Like-
This is the best thing to do.
Yes.
Oh, apologies is playing that
never gonna
requires
get
super
the
chat
Gmail.
to stop. That's not a bad idea. That's kind of like what do they call it? I forget when you argumenting about baculum. You know, threatened by the cudgel. So basically, I'll threaten you with this until you give me super chat for $1.
I love this Photoshop.
That is pretty good, Pew. That I got to admit, I like that. That's good
Perfect.
caption.
Pew,
His evolution's just.
Oh,
Pew,
yeah.
can I give you a Discord link and you just
This
start
is-
posting the shit in my
this is-
Discord?
Yeah.
This is how I feel when I try to listen to Mr. Intelligent Design. Yeah, that's about it. All right, Dragnite, ready for this? All right, guys. Sorry, I'm so sorry for
Real
this,
quick,
guys.
Pew, look
Please
inside
forgive
chat.
me.
Go to that Discord.
We're gonna lose so many subscribers and views.
I don't see it. The last thing I see is from Justin.
Oh no.
It
Actually,
should be,
oh,
it should
one of
be in
his
there in a
raps.
minute.
Oh.
All right, do it, Drag. Do it.
All right, so I'm gonna play this, and then I'm gonna take my wife out. She's been working hard trying to get a job, so we need a break. So we're gonna get some Baskin Robbins.
Question: Are we going to watch it all the way through, or can we pause it?
Fuck no.
Yeah, we're gonna watch all the way through. Everybody's gonna
all the way through.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
wait,
no.
okay,
All the way through.
Oh, God.
Everybody's getting muted. Everybody's getting muted.
Fuck.
I don't
All
mean
right.
to mute Justin. He doesn't have a fucking mic.
Oh, jeez.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Everybody's muted.
All right, so almost 4 minutes of this stupidity. All right, folks, you ready? The best raps ever.
So sorry, live chat. So sorry, guys.
Just to make up for it, we will link like Landon Taylor, Tombstone the Dead Man, actual rappers do raps about like physics and shit like that, like shit that'll actually edify you.
And
So-
I will put this link in the video description at some point because it's only fair to G-Man. So if you want to listen to it again.
Yes. If you want to kill yourself. All right, here we go.
entertainers. General Yohana, we know you're a queen. When you talk about the Bible, you sound like a buffoon. Chief aren't people and you're a lousy false teacher. You're charismatic liar, demonic preacher. You fake black people who pretend to be men. You run for Christians because you love to sin. You got no truth and your doctrines have flaws. None of your devils can keep God's laws.
T-Man, yo. No, you're dumb, bro. You shouldn't have did that for real.
Violence the Hebrew Israelites. The gospel is true. Admit you're a sinner. Stop thinking in your nose. Looking for your dinner. Captain Kazariak, you need to loosen those braids. Stop with the pretense, boy, you're giving me AIDS. You shouldn't be teaching if you don't know Jesus. Here's some advice to learn from Jesus. Don't have alone, he's a master debater. He glorifies God against your haters, and that's all that matters at the end of the day. Not your racist behavior you put on display. Wrinkle for life, you like to play with our lives? I can beat you on your channel, let's see if you survive. G-Man's in the house and you'll never see me. I'm a chocolate prophet. Just stand finished. You big black people repent today. Read your Bible and do what it says.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm so sorry, not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, give it up. Give it up. That was just, yes, awesome.
This was the most disturbing moment when G-Man is standing behind his child, like in the shadows, like this.
Oh, dear God, I have no words.
I don't like we. So
I'm not speaking.
He was
hear this?
upset last night. Okay, so before we continue, people go to G-Man's channel and watch this stupid fucking video because he's upset that people.
I have put the link in the video description. We are fair
good.
using it.
All right.
So I mean that's only fair.
He's upset that people are
Are
playing
you
his
trying
content.
to tell me? Are you trying to tell me that he's proud of that
It's
intro?
fair use because
He is
It's
so
23 minutes. Yeah, it's 3 minutes, and we're critiquing it for fair use purposes.
Yeah.
But I am putting the link out. That's fair. Go. He's gonna get people watching it more. So go to his channel and watch it. You know.
I didn't know it was. You know,
like the early Newgrounds animation. I've seen better there.
Oh, God, you said
the choreography of the dancing skeletons at the beginning did not match the music at all.
No, he says that, and I kind of explained that.
The music's not bad. I like the beat actually. I not the beat.
That's the problem. He always ruins the beat.
Yeah, no, the music isn't bad. I actually do kind of.
He says that it's psychology. He says he's using psychology against the Black Hebrew Israelites. That's why no one understands what he's doing.
Did he do the music? He didn't do the music, right?
I don't think so.
Okay, because the music was good. I don't think G-Man did.
No, I heard the beat tag in there. It's by some producer named Super Beats or something.
Okay. So wait, what G-Man is watching now? Why is G-Man watching now?
He might be. I know. Last night when we were critiquing it, he called me on Skype.
Oh, this was last night. Oh, I thought you
was
guys
on
right
Skype.
now. Oh.
And then he was saying, well, he said he was using psychology. And because that's why all of us were laughing because we were ignorant, we didn't understand. I said, okay, so what psychological technique were you employing here? And he said, no, dude, have you not seen epic rap battles? I was like, yes, I've seen epic rap battles. Okay, you know Eminem? I was like, yes, I know Eminem. Okay, so what's the difference between the two? I said, one's clearly satirical, and do you want me to give a gross assessment of his entire discography? Like what album and song?
I just got some weird version of Tim Burton's, what was Tim Burton's movie on Halloween?
Yeah. Like Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nightmare Before Christmas. That's all I got out of it.
I still don't get what G-Man means by psychology.
So he doesn't
brainwashing.
He doesn't actually know what the word means. So long story short, he says, well, epic rap battles, they're doing it to provide entertainment. This is entertainment for him. So I said, so wait, it's entertainment, but you're providing, but then you just said you're trying to employ some type of psychology. So which is it? You're trying to do both? Like, I don't understand.
Does he really think
I
that
don't think he knows what that word means.
No, he doesn't know what it means. He has no
I
idea.
don't think he knows what a lot of words mean.
You keep using that word.
I think
I don't think it means what you think
I
it
think
means.
G-Man thinks that psychology means thinking and stuff.
Yeah, that's I'm pretty sure because if you have the like common parlance understanding of a word, you have to water that down, and that's kind of what G-Man.
Watch. He's gonna reply to this with what? What do you mean psychology doesn't mean thinking?
But here's the thing.
And to think that he almost used a beat of mine because I offered him one.
Yeah, I know you actually make beats, Thaddeus. So, but here's the thing, we're pretty honest here. If a G-Man did a good job, I'd be the first person out there going, "Holy shit, this is really good. G-Man did really good." I don't let my personal interactions with G-Man and my understanding, of science, get in the way of the fact that if he has a talent and he can do something well, I'm all for that. I'd be like, yeah, G-Man, you did an awesome job. That's pretty good. I praised him on the Black Hebrew Israelite things when he goes out on the street. I enjoy watching those. I like to see his interactions like that. I think he should do more of them. So we're not just saying this out of any kind of spite or anything like that, but G-Man sucks at rapping. If anybody, I'll tell you what, if anybody thinks G-Man is a good rapper, please come in. I will listen to your argument.
I'm not going to stop him from thinking he's a good rapper.
I am because he's garbage. He's fucking hot garbage. He needs to stop.
Well, here's the thing. I've heard
He's
worse.
sitting back like 50 years.
Well, Dwag, you can say that because you're king of the blacks.
Yes,
yeah, he's not good. He's not good, but I've heard worse. I don't think he sucks at rapping.
Oh, I've heard worse. Right. I'm not saying he's the worst I've ever heard. No, that's
at least he can kind of be on rhythm, because in this song, I was like, you know what? It sounds tacky, but he's on rhythm.
I don't even like rap, and now this has sealed it for me.
Hey, you can't let G-Man.
Watch.
Okay. I'm not going to compare G-Man to Kendrick Lamar.
No,
you better not.
Not even in the same universe.
Yeah, there's some rap I think is
if you let G-Man ruin that stuff for you.
No, man, Kendrick Lamar is the only rapper I listen to, and no.
Like, I can't stand Nicki Minaj, right? I think she's like the worst singer I've ever heard in my entire life. There's nobody worse than her.
That's how you get famous. You get fucking
Justin Bieber.
She sucks. She absolutely fucking sucks. I have no idea how she became famous. She has no vocal skills.
It's because she sucks dick from the label, Cash Money, Young Money, both organizations. She sucks dick. It was good. That's it.
From the black community, Drag, is she that popular?
Yeah, she is. Because she
for her
looks,
singing ability?
No.
Okay, that's what I want. Not for her singing ability, right?
No. She's from someone who's actually heard that music. She sucks at singing, but actually is not bad at rapping. But singing,
she's bad. Just as
bad. She needs her own label, not Young Money. Never.
Well, no, there's a remix of No Flex Zone where she sounded decent on. So, but she didn't.
No,
but her singing was bad.
Nah, okay, yes, Iggy Azalea is far worse. I agree, but still, like but then again, I don't like Lil Wayne anymore. Ever since the Carter 2, and I have my reasons for that. So
well, that's the thing. He used to be good back in the day, and then now he sucks, right?
The Dragonaut, scientist Sam said, "Ask Drag what he thinks of what I just sent him."
Oh shit! Yeah, no, I'm looking at Taylor right now, and
oh, is this more Tinder shit? Because why?
Of course it is.
To me?
Because
tell that motherfucker to.
Oh man, hello. I'm giving him about 5 thumbs up for this one. Okay. I got 3 thumbs up. Last one was worth 5. Yeah, this one's good. Yeah, is she cute, dear? Think she's cute? I think she's pretty good. On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you say? Yeah, that is hard to see her face. Hold on, what about that one?
She's cute.
Yeah. She's like she takes in the butt.
Send it to Pew. Send it to Pew. Says Sam.
Pew has to get on Facebook. Okay, it's sent to Pew. Okay, so what do you think of her, Pew? Because this is pretty good.
Can we see it or can we not see it?
He's still drinking bleach. Yeah, well, we can't reveal her face and her location because it tells you where she is.
Ooh, I have messages on Facebook.
Yeah, so for those of you who actually want to listen to, rap about like physics and about atheism, type in Tombstone, the Dead Man, DA, the Dead Man.
Is that? That's Rational Warrior, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think I've heard his stuff before. Yeah, I've heard his stuff.
Yep.
On YouTube?
Yep, on YouTube. He, I think his latest album was Sixth Extinction or something like that. So it's a guy, like an animated character holding a mallet or a hammer.
Honestly, as retarded as it was, Paul saying "suck Dickster" was far better than anything G-Man's pulled out of his ass.
Yeah, that's true.
The "suck Dickster," and I got more of a chill from that than whatever that shit was.
Yeah.
He was pretty upset, and then I forgot to mention this, Steve. G-Man was mad last night to the point that he challenged Steve to a rap battle.
I didn't know that.
Steve.
No.
I forgot to mention that because
I have never claimed to be able to rap. So why would that? Why would he want to challenge me to rap? I'm not a rapper.
Steve is right. How could you expect him to rap?
Yeah.
I don't know. It was so weird.
Why would he? Yeah, just because I can't rap doesn't make him any better than he thinks he is.
Yeah.
Challenging somebody in the community.
My inability to rap makes no difference to his ability not to be able to rap.
That's like me challenging him to a spelling bee. Like it's no contest. Like that'd be mean.
Challenge Dragnot.
It doesn't make any sense.
I know I can't flow.
I'll do an interpretive dance off with him.
Interpretive dance.
Yeah.
I don't know. Challenge somebody who does music in the community if you ask them.
Do you want to put yourself forth and you two have a rap battle?
Anybody can beat Gene.
Okay, I'll let him know. I'll say, you know what, your good friend Thaddeus wants to have a
friend.
rap
No,
battle.
I'm perma-banned from his channel. We're not friends.
No, he'll get over it.
Are you sure? Because he said, you're perma-banned ever since
he's,
my real name and quit calling myself Keith. He doesn't want me.
Okay, you know how many times he's banned me from his channel? You know how often he's been mad at me for the last 5 years. That's why I don't care. Like, he'll get over it. He'll go fucking cry himself in a corner. I'm gonna laugh at him. And he's gonna get angry. I'm gonna laugh at him some more.
Okay.
I'm telling you, that's what's gonna happen.
I'll see firsthand if he decides to do it. Because so far, he has not liked it when I come in there.
No, he'll get over it. He needs to get laid. But anyway, let me go check on my son's taking a bath.
G-Man.
I just got this wild hair up my ass to do a 1 minute video, and I'm uploading it now. Hopefully, I'll like it.
What would we do without you?
Hey, Steve, I had a question about something y'all was talking about earlier about Ken Hovind. You're talking about he's doing stuff he's done for years and years and years. Never written the material. Has anybody tried to engage him about ERVs, Cornerstone number 2?
No, he doesn't know anything about those things. It would be not productive.
If you're having an evolution debate, you have to mention the basics. You're not.
Yeah, he only wants all he wants to do is talk about evolution is dwell into like kinds and
he'll
stuff
use the same arguments over and over again.
Yeah. His whole straw man arguments for evolution. That's all he's going to go by. He doesn't know any of the technical stuff. If you asked him, hey Kent, what's your opinion on the human chromosome 2 fusion site? He's not going to have a clue.
Or ATP synthase.
Yeah.
Oh, God, what's you?
Yeah. He'd be like, yeah. Watch him go. I don't know, but why don't you go ask true empiricism?
Yeah. Ask what about the turbines in the cells?
There is no fucking turbine.
That are totally turbine.
Yeah, I think we've all agreed that the turbine analogy is shitty. I'm okay with the whole rotary engine or rotary motor. It's definitely a proton pump, but a proton motor, whatever you want to call it.
It's not really a pump because it doesn't pump.
Yeah, well, it's a proton motor. It is a proton motive force. So it is a proton motor. I'm fine with that. That is actually, but it's definitely not a turbine. Definitely not.
You can call an eye a camera, but that doesn't prove it's designed. That's just the same thing.
Yeah, and I don't care if somebody calls it a turbine, but it just I wouldn't use that as an analogy.
I mean, cameras don't generally get worse unless you put them through a heavy treatment, and even then, they don't need glasses to see shit.
And they don't have blind spots.
I don't know. I mean, this webcam right here has glasses better fixed.
Paul Gia says Ken is re-recording his entire new seminar series to make new DVDs. We'll have to see if he changes the area Steve caught him on before. That's a good question. I don't know if boy, that would be something if he implemented new DVDs and he didn't include the two things that have already been pointed out to them that completely are wrong. And you know, his secretary said something weird. She's like, well, I something like the fact that she agreed that they're wrong, but the original source I don't have, so maybe the original source was right. I'm like, the original source. Wait, the original source is what I gave you: his Creationist Handbook and the Quaternary Stratigraphic and Unclassified Central Alaska paper. Those are the original sources. I don't know what she's meaning by original sources other than those. Her brain is kicking in trying to defend this, right? But she
how would the original source be right if he got it from you? Like they both be wrong. Then.
He got it from Walter Brown's read or something. I don't know. I don't understand what she was saying, but she hasn't gone back on me any further, so I really don't know if she's got the fact that his citations are wrong.
Yeah,
you'd be surprised at what mental gymnastics these guys go through. No, but she's a nice person. I like his secretary. She seems really genuine. But the mental gymnastics she has to go through to try to salvage this image she has of Kent, it's just amazing.
Yeah, cognitive dissonance could be an interesting thing.
Steve can't debate Ken Hovind, so he debates his secretary. I've already had discussions with Ken years ago. Great. No, and she laughed at me. No, you guys want the truth. This is true story. Kent was supposed to fly to San Francisco to have a debate with somebody, but I guess that kind of like didn't pan out. But he's still going out there. So they asked me, Steve, going to go find somebody to debate him? And his secretary is like, hey, Steve, I gave the event coordinator, I gave her your name. Can you make it up there? Will you debate Ken Hovind, face to face? I was like, no, not going to happen. But she even said, she's like, when are you going to do a debate with Kent? I'm like, oh, I've already kind of engaged with him. I have no desire to debate Kent. Maybe one day. I don't know, but I'm much more enjoying watching the other people have at it.
Yeah, maybe
I like to sit there and smile the whole stream. It's great.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, the only way I can watch these debates is if they're live. That's the only way I can force myself to sit there and listen to Kent for like 3 hours.
Me too.
But no, she wants me to debate him, and I'm like, I sent her the video that I've already engaged with him. But
she doesn't watch your videos.
Oh, she watched it. It's only a 3-minute video.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, she's well familiar. They know my channel. I mean, when people are writing to Ken going, "Oh, well, Steve talks shit. I know the videos about you." She's like, "Well, that's whatever." I mean, she's like, she said that she's surprised when people take cheap shots with them, like face to face or like in an actual debate. And I told her I agree. I said those don't need to be done. I mean, those are not forums to take cheap shots, right? If you have a debate, keep it formal. Whether you respect the person or not, keep it as a debate. But what I do in my own time, she don't care. They don't care. She actually was impressed that I could actually give a fair and moderated hangout, knowing my position. She says that's very hard to do. So, but anyways, guys, I think we are losing people. Unless anybody wants to come in, we might start ending this.
I had to go AFK.
If somebody wants to soon start a hangout on the Great Debate Community webpage, that they're fine to do that. We got much more, many more managers now for that, so a lot of people can just start it up anytime they want. I have asked Aaron Raw. Well, Aaron Raw, Aaron Raw won't debate Hovind, and I told PZ Myers don't either. I actually said to PZ in the live chat, I said, PZ, obviously you can do what you want, but I personally would highly recommend you don't debate Ken Hovind. And he's like, yeah, that's not going to happen. So
if someone at PhD, don't make him or her debate Ken Hovind.
Right. No, if I said, if I wanted to have a really good debate, I would have PZ debate something like Fuzrana again.
Yeah.
But that would be interesting to me. Now I know they've already done that, and I got to admit, PZ did a really good job. I've been noticing Rana making a lot of questionable statements. Right?
What the hell is that?
It's the thumbnail for the video I'm uploading.
and I like Fuzz, but the difference between Fuzz and like what Kent is, Fuzz will actually try to address the question. He will actually take the criticism and answer it. Right? He doesn't run from it like the younger creationist ones. They're running from Ruhif like right now, like you wouldn't believe. I think they're filtering him at this point. They do not want to deal with that. As a matter of fact, in a video I just watched, Dr. Tompkins had been doing a lecture, and he actually was commenting, saying, well, we have people that contact me that think they know what they're doing, that did all the threw this stuff in blast, and they didn't use their own proprietary algorithms, and they got all this messed up stuff, and they don't know what they're doing. And yet, like some months later, he's like, oh yeah, they were right, and he pulled his paper, which was a blog. But he didn't apologize. He didn't acknowledge them. And that was Ruhif that pointed out to him that whole blast thing, that 70% genomic analysis was wrong. He was so arrogant about it. So he doesn't like Ruhif because Ruhif demonstrated he was wrong, unequivocally wrong, because it was a bug and blast that people could actually go validate. Yeah, he had no choice but to revoke his 70% genomic analysis.
What was the bug?
The bug was it had to do with batching. If you put too many things in to be sequenced by blast, it had an error, and so it gave a wrong value. And so if you put them in smaller batches, you would get a different number. If you put them in a large batch, it screwed it all up. So that he got a 70% genomic analysis between chimps and humans.
Oh, I like that.
And,
yes.
Yeah, and so when they pointed out this was a bug and blast of how he ran his numbers, the other people could go validate that.
So he want to blast the entire genome on that website for between humans and chimps.
I think it was like you could do like up to like I'd heard like 750,000 at a time or something. I may be way off on that. I vaguely recall that number off the top of my head. Base pairs at a time or something. Somebody might be able to remember the actual bug itself, but it was a validated bug. But he had to admit that he was wrong on that. And then when he tried redoing it, he came up with about 8085 by using the ungapped parameter. And as I think it was Riv pointed out, that if you used his algorithms or used his method, if you took any chromosome and you ran it against itself, it would come up like 80% match, which really doesn't make much sense, right? Yeah, it's like, wait a minute. So you're getting an 85 match with a chromosome to itself.
How does it happen?
Well, the parameters he used in the second time, he took the indels and he used, instead of having like an indel as one event, right? As one, he took each mutation in that indel.
Oh my god!
Which would give you a lot greater number. Obviously, it's going to be a higher discrepancy. An indel could have 3 base pair difference, or it could have a huge stretch.
Or duplication of like 100 base pairs.
Yeah, so I mean, so when you're taking each mutation as a difference, as a discrepancy between the genomic analysis, of course it's going to be a bigger number. That's not how they're run, from what I understand. From what I understand it, you run it as an indel as a single event.
Yes.
So yeah, but people pointed out to him on that, he wasn't too happy about that. And then when when Ruiv is pointing out, hey, you're saying there's a functional transcript on the large or the long read, where are you getting this information from? Everything you've posted is on the short transcript. And I by the way, I'd love talking to Ruhiv in real life about this. We were sitting there having scotch, talking about this, and the other people in the bar are going, what the fuck is Steve talking about? Oh, it's, but they've done that usually, but my bartender,
we start wrapping up the stream talks for 15 more minutes.
Oh, yeah. Steve, you got a new subscriber.
Do I?
Yes, in the live chat.
Oh, what is true? Thank you, new sub. What is truth?
Baby, don't hurt me.
No more.
No, what is truth, though?
No more.
That's a good philosophical.
What is truth?
Oh, bring back your other picture with the shotgun in your mouth and sing that song.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No more.
Still better than G-Man singing. Still better than G-Man.
Well, G-Man wasn't trying to sing.
Yeah, clearly not.
Yeah, I wasn't even fucking trying.
All right, guys. So if you haven't subbed already, sub to my channel. Sub to Pew Review, guys. Come on, Pew Review.
Yeah.
Some subs.
Get me to 200 at least. I'll be good.
Wait, you're not even at 200?
Nope.
That's not how it works.
What? How are you in the Great Debate Community Network and not even in 200 yet? That's just...
Yeah, I don't fucking get it. Like, everyone hates me.
The whole goal of the Great Debate Community Network is to get everybody over certain thresholds. The first one's 1,000, then 2,000, then 4 or 5, and then higher. That's the goal that we're going for.
Yeah, so far, knows how to count.
Well,
Yeah,
I
you guys
have.
have-
You're acting like everyone's good at hearing math.
Well, Apology is at 4,000, so he's. So we got to at least we got to catch up to Apology at least. So, anyways,
Jesus.
Go few of you. You have mods. Go put your channel in the live chat. Go subscribe to the chat.
I guess I'll do that. Hang on.
Yeah.
Yo,
We
hold
hate
up, my
Pew.
guys.
If it makes you feel any better, I have just 15 subscribers.
Holy shit, Nestlig. Oh, I got a sub to you.
But I have only 4 videos.
It's so competitive here.
4 videos, but I'm not really serious with YouTube. I made one video I'm personally proud of.
Oh, you know what, Apology? I got to give you mods too, so you can put your channel. Why don't you have mods, Apology? Okay, so you're mod now. So put your link in there. We gotta get Apology to 10,000. So in his 10,000 subscriber party, he can invite like
my video is up,
which he probably won't do. I'm telling you, Apology is gonna hit 10,000 views and be like, great what? Yeah, Steve. I think I know the guy Steve. I'm telling you. I know how it works, man. I know how it works when these people get like all famous and shit. and you know what's funny is like Apology is probably going, wait, I was a lot more popular in Star Wars franchise than I am the Great Debate community. So it didn't go to his head back then. So
yeah, that's true.
He was a big wig. I mean, he was like one of the big wigs in Star Wars franchise. He ran Star Wars. Well, he ran Star Wars.com and Lucas and IndianaJones.com.
Damn.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
It is.
Yeah, so he's not that big of an arrogant fuck. But you know what? When he hits 10,000 subs, I bet he will be. That's a bigger deal. You know, that's like yeah, oh yeah.
I guess maybe he lost a bit of traffic after Wikipedia became a thing, as far as their Star Wars database thing.
Yeah, I got them confused once. Apology just scolded me. He yelled at me and how could you, Steve? 2 different things. You know. I didn't know. I'm sorry, Paul. So sorry.
Oh,
all right. So go subscribe to Apologia. Go subscribe to Pew Review. Nestlig, if you want some, go ahead. You got 15 subscribers.
I don't really care, but I'm not seriously busy with.
You're not really a content. Yeah, you're not really a content creator.
Yeah, my last video was 3 weeks ago about part-time vegan. You know the video he removed. You remember that one?
Yeah.
And I also made 6 months ago a video about the history of everything. Basically a music video.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good video. That was good.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a good video. No, I don't. Somebody asked if I have a Discord. No, we don't use Discord. I'm not a big fan of it.
Yeah,
but
I like live.
Yeah, no reason to. Yeah, I mean we're almost going to be 1,000 members strong here soon. You know, as we grow, there are things we're branching out to, but right now my big push is for the web page. So if you haven't subscribed to the actual web page yet, go do that. But they're in the video description. So subscribe to the Great Debate Community webpage. But by the way, I've got to go change some stuff on there. I'll put the debate up there after maybe an hour or so, and that'll be something new content. And share General Han Solo's debate. Go watch that video if you haven't watched it yet. Share it around, and also continue to share the Bill Ludlow and Ken Hovind debate. That's going to be my best video, and it should be because Bill Ludlow did a brilliant job. Take that video, share it on any media you can find. Put it on Blogger, put it on Stumble Upon, put it on Twitter. Go put it everywhere. Right? Just go look on my channel, find the top video. That needs to get out there because that video is great. I think Bill did an amazing job. But anyways, I always give somebody the last word. You know what, Thaddeus? I'm going to give you the word. No, I'm going to give Thaddeus the last word today. Thaddeus never gets much in. So, Thaddeus, my friend, you get the last word. Say what you got to say.
My last word is my name is Thaddeus, not Thaddeus.
There you go.
Good night, everybody.
Out of all these years, I still fuck up his name. Peace out.